What's up, Brada? We want to talk a little bit about hydration, pre-race hydration, and ADR pre-race hydration. Let's get to it. What's happening, everybody? I'm Justin Faisongo. This is Jonah Holava, and we're the Broadcast Braddahs, and this is our live Thanksgiving special. And thank you guys for joining us. Looking forward to talking story with some of you guys. I got on my sweet margin hoodie, and I'm really hot right now. How you doing, brother?
I'm good. You also look pretty hot in that photo. I imagine that
Let
photo
me
was
bring it.
taken in
Let's bring it back
Arizona
up.
where it's yeah, that's a pretty hot photo from Arizona. That looks like a pretty hot good time. You were just in you guys you and Castaways Canoe Club, you guys just did uh the ADR, which stands for Another Damn Race. Looked
Yeah,
like it was a pretty damn good time. Tell us
yeah.
about it.
Well, as you can see from the picture, I'm just going to explain this to you right now. I do not condone drinking until you go to sleep, but I have a body battery, according to my Garmin, that goes 100% and then it cuts off it when it's done. So, like a lithium iron phosphate battery. Unlike other people who have a battery that runs down, I just go at 100 and then I go to sleep. That's how it goes. So I'll give it a little bit of alcohol, and that's what happens. So yeah, it was
Well,
a fun
well,
race. Yeah,
I'm good that your battery is. You can do that kind of pre-race hydration before a race, but a lot of our friends watching, they don't know that we were supposed to go on that night,
yeah, we were. That
and
was Friday night.
that yeah, it was good for racing, but it wasn't good for jumping on a call.
No,
But I'm still glad to get a recap from you, and that's definitely a good start to that fun weekend. So walk us through. So it's in Arizona,
hmm
right? It's in a dam. Where in Arizona
yeah.
is this
So
race?
it started out with Castaways Canoe Club has a lot of Malamas, and we like to double hull for the damn race because we like to give maximum brain damage to anybody that's around us. So we double hull. We load the canoes with 60 plus beers. We go quarter of the race, have a beer, go half the race, have a beer, go three quarters of the race, have a beer. And teams that we pass us, and then we pass them again. And it's yeah, we leverage some pretty big brain damage to some of these guys. But this race this year, because I had to borrow a couple Matahinas, we were lucky to have Kevin Olds with us this year steering. And so we started out by I needed first of all to borrow canoes. So with Kevin Olds with us, we borrowed their two Matahinas, which were the red one and the old shell canoe. That's a whole nother story behind that. We can go into that later. But I also needed a trailer, which I have a trailer, but it's out in San Bernardino. And Billy had said that Team Cal's trailer was on their beach there. So
Billy from
Tim
NAC.
Doherty and I talked about it. Yeah, Tim Doherty and I talked about it, and so we got to borrow their trailer, which was super awesome, and super thankful that he let us do it. But there are a couple things that happened leading up to that. So we found out that the trailer had a broken fender. So you can see here, we had a weld broken on one of the fenders. So Billy caught
That's a
that right before I picked it up.
that's a clean compound fracture you got there.
Well, yeah. What happens is when anybody welds to galvanize like that, they got to clean the galvanize first in order to penetrate into the actual metal. And somebody had welded on to the galvanized
Okay.
without cleaning the galvanized coating off. So I only know this because I know how to weld. I've been doing it my whole life, and so this is
Okay.
the unsung hero part of canoe paddling. So all of you guys that are top paddlers out there and show up and get in a canoe and race, there are guys out there that do this kind of stuff. So just so you guys know, you better thank somebody because this is part of what goes on. So I brought the team count.
Real quick. So what you're saying is, if you have a welding background, that's your that's your faster the first crew. Is that what you're saying?
No, I never paddle in the first crew. But what I'm saying,
Just kidding.
what I'm
But
saying
having a
is,
background is invaluable to the canoe paddling world.
having a mechanical background is invaluable to the
Okay.
canoe world. If you got someone in your club that can do this kind of work, then you're golden. So I brought the trailer home. I backed it over my lawn into my driveway to get the welder to it. Welded up the broken fender, put some welds on it, cleaned all the galvanized off of it, and then I had to spray paint it white or whatever. And
Nice.
once,
You got a little before and after. Look at that. Look at him
oh yeah,
flexing. Flexing on
yeah, a little bit,
those dimes. What's the term in welding? Like the stack the dimes?
yeah, stack the
When you stack
dimes,
the
bro.
coal?
Yeah.
Stack the
I mean,
dimes?
that's not great because I did it really
Yeah,
fast.
right.
But if I had a lot of time, it'd have been good.
So
But I'll tell you right now, it's gonna hold up really well for a long time. I promise.
walk us through, is this day before you drive? Like, is this the Thursday before the
This was
Friday you're like,
Sunday before we loaded on Wednesday. So the weekend
okay,
prior to us
okay,
loading to go. And then
okay.
so once that was done, sat the trailer in front of the house for a little while. We loaded up our refreshments from courtesy of 805 there, 16 cases of
Oh
beer
yeah.
we took out. And thanks to Bruce at Florence and the Florence guys for getting the 805 guys to get us all that beer. And
Hey,
we
yeah, real
loaded
quick,
all that
shout
up.
out 805. You know,
Mhm.
I was intentionally 5 minutes behind so we could start this thing at 8:05 p.m.
And
So, you know,
perfect timing.
shout out
I know.
8:05. Yeah, it's all about timing, brother. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
for sure.
huge shout out to 8:05.
Yeah. Loaded the canoes on the trailer. Yeah, I rigged them upright. Matahinas are tough because they're top heavy. So you gotta kinda I set this up as a double hull to trailer them out, even though it wasn't intentional, but it keeps
Oh,
the canoes
so
upright.
yeah, and so the double hull fits perfectly on the trailer.
Yeah,
Like
more or less. Yeah.
fully, it's mostly rigged, right? Oh, you just got
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
single
one strap
strap on the
over
top.
so they don't
Yeah.
twist, and then one strap
Yep.
down on the
Yep.
cradles and done
Okay.
deal. And then
That's pretty cool.
the night before the race, that's when my hydration, that's when I peaked out.
Yep.
I peaked in my hydration level. And then the
Yeah, you're sleeping for the race.
next day
Look at that.
pre-game, we went right into shots pre-race with the boys and the girls, and then that's us getting ready to push off the beach.
Look at that. That's a
Yeah,
great
that's
photo.
us kind of mid-race. It's a panoramic shot, but I had to kind of cut it down. But that's us moving up. But check out this shot right here, bro. Sunset paddle. This is why we do this.
That's
I
pretty
don't do
cool.
this for the
Yep.
race. We do this for just to go out there and have the event. And we get these
Yeah.
beautiful sunsets. We take the canoes out. We hula chicken on the back deck and get beautiful sunsets. And
Nice.
just
Look
for
at that.
just for the record, so everybody knows.
Mm-hmm.
We started this. I didn't start this. My sister started this with Newport Outrigger when I was running Newport Outrigger years ago. We called it the Newport Sleep League, but we sleep league people. And this is Uncle Doug sleep leagued right here. But and mind you, he didn't drink and pass out. This is him post race, tired. And so
Yeah.
if you're ever sleeping around us, we're gonna gather around behind you and take pictures. That's what we do. So
Well, yeah. Good. You know what? Good for Uncle Doug. He's the ringer of your team,
yeah,
and he gave it his best. And
yeah,
look at him.
yeah. That was a good. That was a
That's
good race, bro. That was a lot of fun, and
yeah,
um, it's kind of a it's kind of an expensive race. I mean, I will say that it's not the
yeah.
cheapest race to go out and do. I'm not. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I guess if a lift ticket to Mammoth is $300 now. I don't know what to expect anymore. But at the same time, it's an event for a club to go to and have like good club bonding, build chemistry,
Yeah,
have
right?
fun, kind of figure out each other's thresholds and limits, so to
Mhm.
speak, you know?
Okay, so your club's out of Newport, right?
Yeah.
You did all that, you launched from Newport. How long was the drive from, Newport to Arizona? So where in Arizona is it again?
It's Parker, Arizona, so it's underneath the Parker Dam, between the
Okay.
irrigation dam, which is just past the Indian Casino, Blue Water Casino, and there's a the stretch there is about from dam to dam is about 15 miles total, and we race
Mhm.
about 11, 12 miles of it or something like that. This year we started and went north and then turned around and came back down. So we went against river, turned around, came back with river. Some years prior, we've always started upriver and went point to point. So you start upriver and then finish at the Indian Casino, which is the Blue Water. It's about 12 and a half miles as the river runs. And but you know the permits change, things change. It's hard to keep up with what's going on. So every year it seems like the course changes a little bit. So
And so how long does it take to get up to, is it Parker, Arizona from Newport? What's that drive like?
towing a trailer 5 hours.
Okay.
Yep. We left at
Alright, yeah, that
shoots, bro. We left at 5 in the morning, 5:30 in the morning. I went up to Orange, picked up Bernard, and loaded him up, and then we went out, and we were there by we got an hour time change, so it was about 5 hours. We were out there by 12:30, Arizona time.
so it's kinda like, when I used to paddle SFO, San Francisco Outrigger, that was like our trip to Santa Barbara, right? The Rig
Sure.
Run
Yep.
race.
Yep.
That was
Yep.
like a
Hmm.
5 hour trip, that
Yep.
was like the big kinda club trip, so yeah, it's pretty cool. I
Yep.
mean, it's like it's at an interesting time of the year, right? It's, 6-man seasons, Paul. You're just kinda, you know, maybe paddlers
Well, and
that
that's kind of the fun part about this race. It's kind of the cool down race, right? So it's like,
yeah.
okay, Gora season's over. All the big traveling races are over, and now we have this fun race that we can all go
Mhm.
do together, right? So, it
Yep.
kind of wraps up the club, at the end there, right before Thanksgiving. It all
Yep.
usually happens the first 2 weeks
Well,
of
you know what
November.
it is, Brian? You know what it is? It's all the paddle. They watch the Braddahs cast of the Viking New Year, right? Stage 3,
Yep.
and they got fired up, man. They're like, "Hey, you know what, Brad? Like, let's get a crew together. Let's go race a
Yeah.
right?" That's probably
Well,
what it
I
is,
will
right?
tell you,
Fired up from
because in the proximity to Las Vegas is close enough where we had, I think,
you get the
four
orange
Texas
line in.
teams. Well, no, we got
Oh,
four
oh, okay.
Texas teams, 3 or 4 Hawaii teams. We
Yep.
had a team from Canada, and a whole bunch of local teams that just sent guys out. So I mean, it was sold out race. There's a lot of people out, and it was, even though the weather was supposed to be really bad, it ended up being a beautiful weekend out there. A little bit of rain, just sprinkles here and there, but for the most part, was beautiful Arizona sunsets. Weather kind of went north of us, so we just got little tails of it, and it was a great time. We had a great time.
Nice. That's great. I've heard of this race years, and I know you and your club has always, you guys always go up. So, um,
Yeah, this is, I
it's good.
think, out of 16 years, this is, God, man. When I ran Newport and then now to Castaways, I think this is year, I want to say 13 or 14. Like, I think we only missed a couple years for this race.
Okay. Yeah. Well, cool. Well, thanks for the recap on that, man.
Yeah.
He had a whole like illustration of the sleeper league and all that. So, um,
I managed. I got home. I didn't get sick.
yep.
I have a little
Yeah.
bit of an ear infection from Sunday. That wasn't good.
Oh
Yikes.
yeah.
But
That's right. Yeah. Okay. So walk me through that. You're talking about Justin, you've been getting on the one man lately, which is great to hear, right? You've been
yeah, a lot.
going
Yeah.
early. getting on the OC one, and it sounds like you've been kind of building your aerobic base, if you will. And yeah, I got a text from you saying like, "Oh yeah, man, like I took a hard fall on my huli the other day." So walk us through that, bro. Like, you just got back from Arizona and then you got back on the one man and then yeah. So what happened there?
Yeah, so Sunday, tide and wind happened to work really well. It was a super
Oh yeah,
heavy
Monday.
big tide in the morning, and then it dumped at 10:30, right? Dumped.
Okay. Yeah.
And then but the wind was blowing directly like
South,
southwest
right?
at
Yeah.
like
Yeah. Yeah.
15 miles an hour, right? So anybody who's been to the gorge or been in our
The bay,
situation where
like yeah.
right, the as the tide dumps and the wind blows against it, you get a ton of swell, right? Or a ton of like wind
Yep.
chop, right?
Yeah.
And so we went out. It was, there was, I don't know, 8 of us maybe that went out on one man. So, and then we had this guy. Remember the guy that we met at Dana last year when Monoteo was with us? His name was Chuck. He was from um, Puna Canoe Club in the Big Island. Older Braddahs.
Okay.
But anyways, he moved here and he just showed up at my site like right on time. So we loaded him up. We got him. We rigged him. Got him all, and we went out. So a bunch of us went out, and him and I were the only two on OC ones. So we were like, we're having fun. We're running from the harbor mouth all the way into China Cove, turn around, going back out. I mean, the swell was running from the harbor mouth all the way past offshore, past Coast Guard, into the back channel, right? So it was really fun. So I'm feeling really good. Like, I'm like, oh, I took your advice. Like, keep your head still, let the bottom, kind of balance the canoe out. I was doing all that. Felt great. Right. And so I was getting kind of overconfident in a way. And so I take off on a wave, and Bernard was right next to me in his V1, and he goes, "Drag your hand." I go, "Oh, okay." So for a second, bro, I thought I was Danny Ching, but I turned out to be Donnie Chang. And I went over hard, bro. Took it in the ear. And my right ear is a little bust up right now. I've been putting alcohol in it
So you're
nonstop.
And it's your right ear.
Yeah,
your right ear just right into the water.
Yeah. I thought I was Danny Ching, and I turned out to be Donnie Chang for just that minute right there. Done.
Damn, that's good.
Yeah.
So that would have been it up, but Leanne Stanley. There's like a video of her finishing at is it the Singapore Cup, the race she did in Singapore, but she's like flying her arm, and then the wind or the current, you could just tell the canoe just like takes her, boom, she just hooling so quickly.
Yeah. I got beat up pretty good.
Yeah.
Luckily, Bernard's 360 was out of battery, bro, because he would have caught you. I was right next to when it happened.
Okay.
Yeah, or at least I haven't seen a video yet, but I don't think he caught it. So
you're possibly you're fighting an ear infection right now. It makes sense why you're talking super loud.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Just kidding. You're not talking super loud.
I talk loud all the time, bro. That's just what I do.
Hey, real quick. So, it's happy Blackout Wednesday. I didn't know that was a term. I know the Wednesday before Thanksgiving is the number one. What's the statistic? It's the night where most people go out, right?
Yeah.
Go out to the bars the night before Thanksgiving, and bro, I could have gone out. I could have gone clubbing. I could have hit the bars tonight, but I just want you to know I chose to hang out with you on this stream. So
I appreciate you. Yeah, I know that this is a risky night for a lot of guys, bro. I know that. I've been there, done that. Yep.
Um, but
Yeah.
hey, but with all that being said, tomorrow's Thanksgiving. I guess the purpose of tonight's call was to just kind of reflect on it. It's been a great year. It's been a great season, paddling season, and just kind of give thanks to our, you know, how the year went, and just kind of elaborate on it. So,
Yeah.
um, yeah, shout out, Mike. Thanks, Mike. Happy Thanksgiving
Yeah.
to you too.
Yeah. Mike is up from the Bellingham area up there in Washington. Him and I
Okay.
chat a lot.
Yeah.
He'll reach out to me a lot and we talk story a little bit. And yeah, he's a good guy, man. He's a older gentleman and loves the sport, loves doing what he does. They've got a couple new canoes up there and Brent Campbell's up there helping them out with stuff. And yeah,
Yeah.
they're
He's
doing good, man.
fired up out there too. So yeah, that's cool to
Yeah.
see
Yeah.
all that, right? And you got a lot more California paddlers kind of moving up there, right? In the Gorge area, the Stevenson area too, right? So it's good to see that continue.
Mike corrected me. Gig
Gig,
Harbor is where he's at, but
Gig
yeah,
Harbor?
yeah,
Oh, okay.
but yeah.
Uh,
You see a lot of people going up there because cost of living is a little bit cheaper, right? I don't want
yeah,
to get into
it's more
politics or
affordable,
whatever, but
right?
it is what it
Um,
is. Yeah,
but they're building a little community up there, and that's great to see and great to hear. And so yeah, that's awesome. But
yeah.
so back to Thanksgiving. So what is kind of just reflecting on this year, 2025.
hmm
What are you the most thankful for this past year? If there's anything you want to reflect on.
I'm very thankful for the last few months of being able to get out and paddle more. I found a lot more
Yep.
excitement in paddling. Again, for me, and I don't. Maybe it's for a lot of people too, but paddling tends to cycle for me. Like I get excited about it, then I don't, and mostly because I think like
Just so we're clear, so everyone knows, it's the act of paddling. Like
yeah,
like
yeah, the
I think you
motivation of
always
getting out there and doing it. Yeah,
like
right.
you physically paddling, right? Because I,
Yep,
I know
yep,
you get up for paddling. You and I talk time, but for you to get out there and go paddle, right? That's what
yep,
you're referring to.
yep. I'm super thankful for. I mean, life is really good right now in the house. I mean, and it's never not been bad. It's been exceptionally better, and the kids are doing great, and nobody's sick, and I get to share moments like this with you. I'm just thankful for all of that. And you and I talk paddling aside from all of this, which I hope we get to like kind of do it a little bit more for everybody when, like in a conversational aspect where people can talk to us and people can see us talk about it. But, some of the insights you've delivered to me for paddling has been really, really great. And that part of it's been super fun. So I've enjoyed it. There's I mean, all of that's been really fun. So thank you. That's it, basically.
Yeah. Hey, thank you as well. I mean, yeah, this year flew by fast, right? I mean,
It did.
uh, shoot, I mean, you know this, but I'm a new dad, still kind of new, right? And, I've been at this for a little over a year now. And, when Maggie was born, I didn't really think that, being a competitive paddler was going to be in the cards this year.
Hmm.
And it just kind of, yeah, I had a few, last year's Molokai 2024 was like, all right, okay, we did that. That was a great build up to it. Our team, we trained hard. We really had a nice kind of ramp up to it, and we did well. And I wanted to carry that momentum going into the Kaiwi solo earlier this year, and that was challenging, right? As a new dad to find the right, just the consistency of it, right? It's like, hey, you're not in your 20s anymore. It's not how, you can't just go paddle on your lunch breaks like you used to be able to, and then go
Yeah.
paddle again in the afternoon when the surf is up. And
Right.
so, um, but this year when I kind of look back on it, it's after the solo, I was like, all right, like that was kind of it. Like that's what I said I was gonna kind of do and check that off. Like it's time to get in dad mode, and certainly it was. You know, I am in dad mode, and but I gotta say, you know, it's the the community at Lanakila Outrigger. You know, with all the my friends that I train with, the you know like Matt and Danny and all the guys. You know, it's the support from them. You know, it was one of those. Hey, like it was one of those kind of years where it's like one thing led to another. It was a kind of like a week by week thing where it was like, hey, like what are you doing next weekend? It was like, I don't have any plans. It's like, hey, do you want to race this 6-man race? And I was like, like, well, I'm kind of riding solo this weekend, so you know, I got to line up a babysitter, and then it's, you know, Danny's like, hey, you know, Leah can watch Maggie, or you know, or Auntie so and so, or you know, Auntie Jane
Jane
Creighton, you know,
Creighton,
and
yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, and you know, and that was just one of those things where I was like, wow, like I just how much the Lanakila community, Lanakila outrigger community just rallied and was like, just so I can go either train with the team or
Get
race
you
with
in
the
the
team.
boat. Yeah. Yep.
Get me in the canoe, and
Yep.
I that was something that was so unexpected, and I just can't express, you know, I mean, the gratitude that I have for that, you know, and I, you know, though everyone who has played a role in that, you guys know, and but I just can't reiterate enough, and you know, and then
Oh, kind of lost you there, brother. Are you there? There you go.
yeah, I'm here. Okay. But
Okay.
yeah, there's even it's like you know, her making sacrifices. So this was like one of those years that kind of stretched out further than I anticipated, you know,
Expected.
and
Yeah.
being
Yeah.
able
Yeah.
and to yeah, I didn't have any expectations for like 6-man season. I thought I was like, you know, it's all done. And so just huge shout out, and you know, huge thank you, huge mahalo to the Lanakila outrigger, you know, community for helping me out, you know, so I can go paddle with my friends. You know, that's kind of sounds like I'm like a little kid again, but yeah, it's
Well, the joy of paddling for me, and
yeah,
we have our
there it is.
first
Yep.
caller coming up, but I'm going to tell you, the joy of
Yep.
paddling for me is being able to like even have my daughter in a canoe. Right. That's so for
Oh yeah.
me. The
Yep.
motivation for me to get in a canoe is watching my daughter get in a canoe too, and
Hmm.
kind of like working that through. So you're gonna find that again.
Yeah.
It's just threshold of these ups and downs, and you
It's
kind
and
of work it
flows,
out,
yeah,
right?
like the
But
waves. Yeah,
yeah,
so again, yeah, I just can't that is the that and you know, and my family just kind of
yeah,
yeah, I didn't think the season was gonna go the way it did, and I was gonna have the time that it did, but I wouldn't have been able to pull that off if it wasn't for, you know, the village that's
yeah,
around us. So
yeah.
so huge,
Well,
huge role. So
talking about a village, the Broadcast Brothers Village, let's bring on one of the most important guys we've had on in a long time. Oh, wait, is he there? Uncle Walter, you can hear us?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
oh,
I'm
there he is. I don't have you on camera, but I got you on
sitting here in the
audio.
dark. I'm sorry. I'll try to get this light. How are you guys doing? A little bit.
Doing good. How are you? Yeah, we can hear you. Just
Okay.
can't
I
see
can
you,
hear
but
you
that's
guys and
okay.
I can see
That's
you.
okay.
Oh, that,
Okay.
okay. Well, you could leave me on the outside and I could just listen to you guys talk the whole time. It's so refreshing and fun to
nah.
hear all the stuff you've had going on.
Well, you know, Uncle, we're just reflecting on what we're so thankful, you know, for this past year. I mean, there's so much to mention, you know, and you know, you're definitely on that list. You know, it was so great having you on when we did the Braddahs cast for Hawaii Nui
2 years in a row.
2 years in a row.
Yeah.
You certainly put together the cast of characters for that. That was fun because, I kind of thought we'd come on for 5 minutes and you'd have a lot of guys and everybody kept popping on and nobody wanted to leave.
Yeah.
That was we sat there. I think I sat there the whole 4 hours with you guys, watched the race. So well done.
Both years.
I love coming on and
Both
talking
years.
to
Yeah.
you, and
Yeah. Both years. Both
yeah, I
years
mean,
you
it's
spent time with
you
us,
guys are
and that
doing a
was
great job.
fantastic. Thank you.
We appreciate that.
Well,
Yeah.
my pleasure. And
Oh, sorry. Going, Uncle. I a
go
little
ahead. Sorry.
delayed, but
That's okay.
Yeah, little Barry. I'm in my car sitting outside the gym. My son is up in basketball. I mean, in a volleyball practice. I just drove him from basketball practice to volleyball practice, and now I'm sitting outside here, which is fine. But listen to you guys talk about the kid will affect your lives. And I've been waiting. I've been looking forward to all week long, waiting for tomorrow before Thanksgiving, because he and I can pull a 2-man out or 2 1-mans. And like you were talking about, the two of us can go for a paddle, which is like, that's my whole week. You know, I'm driving him to where he's got to be. He's in school, but can't wait for those couple of hours together. So real special stuff. Don't a minute of it.
oh yeah, Uncle, I gotta tell you, I recently got a V1 with sticking my 1-year-old, in the cockpit. That I had that in
Yeah.
mind. That was the main reason, was to be able to go paddle with her.
And was everybody okay with that?
Yeah, yeah,
No one knew till after the fact. That's it.
yeah. No, everyone's definitely okay with that. Yeah, I just can't wait to put it in fruition.
I'll tell you a funny story about that, because I had my son on my 1-man when he was really small. He had that was good, but I took my Pueo and we paddled out the channel at the outrigger and my on a trade wind day, and he's sitting in my lap, so it's kind of hard and everything. It was a little tippy because of the weight on top, and my cables goes
Yeah.
and breaks, and I'm like, oh, okay, no rudder now. And a little bit of surf up there in the channel. And I'm like, well, that's okay. I'll just send this thing back, right? Well, I got this kid that's climbing over me now. It didn't work. It didn't work. I'm like, holy,
Yeah.
Oh
I'm gonna
no.
be in trouble and
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to start waving my arms and get rescued. And that's right. So anyway, we figured it out to shore, but that was like, I would forget that moment very easily.
Amazing.
How far
Yeah, good fun.
Oh, go ahead.
offshore?
Oh, Joe kind of broke up there a little bit.
Yeah. How far offshore? When that happened?
Probably about half a mile, not super, super bad, but it's blowing
Okay.
offshore,
Far enough.
right? So yeah, downwind from there is speedy if you don't pull it off. So.
Yeah.
Needless
Uncle
to
Walter,
say,
I just got
his mother.
Oh, good.
I was going to say,
ahead,
needless to say, his mother had some thoughts about that. That's why I brought that up with you. But anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
No.
So
I just go ahead. Joe. Go
on
ahead.
that note, right? So on that note, my wife's like, well, like, I think we should wait till she walk first. So I was like, what does that have to do with anything? Kind of my first response, like, yeah, she didn't need to walk on the water, but maybe it's it's a benchmark, So anyway, I just had to throw that out there.
All right, so Uncle Walter, thank you for calling in, and part of my thanks to you at least, is the fact that we get to see you on an amazing broadcast for Molokai Hoi and Nawahine, and commenting all of this stuff in a professional studio, and then you still take the time and the hours to come dig ditches with Joe and I, and talk story with us, and spend time.
Oh yeah.
Hours, and spend time with us, and and I just cannot thank you enough, and I'm so thankful for you, and I really appreciate you very, very much.
Well, that's very kind of you. And you guys, I mean, you are what this is all about. And listening clubs and the teams and the places you go with them, that's really what we're all doing it for. Sure, the competition and when it gets tense and we want to race Molokai and you want to win Molokai, but 5 minutes after you win Molokai, it was Lanikai and the Foti brothers or guys from Australia. Man, it's like the switch goes off, right? You hit the beach, all the work's done, everything's, and now you're with the brotherhood, right? And the family, and it's such a great sport and such great camaraderie right within your club, the things that you build as a team, but then broadly how that accepts and pulls everybody in. And this is all part of it. What you guys, I love it. I watch all your shows. I'm not digging ditches with you, man. I'm going down. I'm going down. So
Thank you.
anytime, I'm happy to do it. Anytime I can support it, you guys do a lot. And what's going on with the Molokai Hoi and now Wahine is exciting. I think we're learning a lot. I really enjoyed Viki Nui with you guys and some of the stuff they're doing in the presentation, some great technology and things. So, let's take the sport up. Let's have fun. Let's keep the camaraderie and the friendships and the relationships building and touch each other. Here we are talking on this medium and people can communicate back and forth. So I appreciate it. I don't want to take up too much of your time, but I want to wish you guys all the best. You're doing a great job. Had a great year again. Keep going. It's really appreciated by everybody out there in the community, and you do a super, super job. Good fun. Just keep Kevin Olds off your show, and then everything will be good.
That's hard to do, but we're gonna do our best. Yeah.
Yeah. No. Kevin, the slamster. He and I go. We go way back. So I love him. I love him.
Oh, he's great.
So,
he's great.
It's all good.
Thank you, Uncle Walter. Really appreciate you, and looking forward to 2026, and hopefully we can see each other in person and do something in person. That'd be really fun to do.
Do that. We'll do that. We'll look forward to it. You guys have a great finish of this year. Enjoy families, and we'll get together when it all starts up again. Thank you for having me.
Happy Thanksgiving, Uncle Walter.
Same to you. Aloha.
Aloha. Thank you. All right. Bye-bye. Let's bring in this next Braddahs right here. Look at this guy.
Oh. Get Walter back. I want to talk to you guys. I got questions for Walter.
Listen, I promise you a QR code plug, and I brought it on.
What is it? Take you to Air 404?
It takes you to Air 404, yeah.
Yeah.
Canoes.
Get Walter. Call Walter back. I got questions. I'm finally at the age where I'm reading the Peter Caldwell Molokai to Oahu Through the Years book, and I got questions. I was going to ask him, and he so rudely kicked him off the feed.
That's such a good coffee table book, isn't it?
Yeah, the problem is it just sits on the coffee table, and I never touch it. I'm allergic to books, and then I turned 35, and now all of a sudden I'm fascinated. I need to, I'm gonna be looking down a lot because I'm just staring at some of this stuff. It's
well, I'm glad you found it at 35 because I'm 47. I still haven't found reading at all.
There's a lot of pictures, Justin. You'll be fine.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Hey, Will.
No,
happy Blackout Wednesday to you, brother.
Happy what?
Happy Blackout Wednesday. Did you know today is called Blackout Wednesday?
I've never heard of this.
Me neither.
Yeah, so it's the night where the bars in the USA are the most busy. Like is the number one night to go out. It's the night before Thanksgiving. They call it Blackout Wednesday.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I think it's people trying to pre-game their family experiences tomorrow.
That doesn't make sense to me because I don't know. A hangover and eating is not very conducive in my world, so I don't. Yeah, I'm not gonna mix those two. I've never heard this before.
Yeah, I just learned it tonight. So
Usually it's just going to the bar. Just go to the bar.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's called black.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything is gonna have an identity now.
It must be nice. You could just sit in bed all day and then turkey's done for you and you don't have to do anything or take care of a kid or anything like that. Those were the times, huh? Those were pretty fun.
So,
Listen,
yeah.
you guys both still don't have a bunch of gray, so you got a long
But
way to go. So
you're growing
enjoy
it,
it. I know.
I have the tree line. Look, this is like, on mountains where the trees stop
Hold
growing.
on, bro. Hold on. I got the same thing. Look at
Yeah.
I've had that since I was 21 years old.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the deforestation line or whatever it is.
Yeah,
The trees
yeah.
stop growing.
You call
Once you
that
hit a certain altitude.
yeah.
It will.
Oh,
So you guys
man.
just have that. You guys just had that recent that race at Dana. Yeah, that
The Green
the
Buoy.
Green Buoy challenge. Or
That
whatever.
one, that is fun.
Yeah.
Candace, she had to postpone it a week. Very good idea.
Because of the weather.
Oh man, the weather. It wouldn't have happened. It wouldn't have worked out.
Yeah.
So she pushed it back a week. That was great. She could do that. Super fun. Really fun idea for a race. I don't mean this in the wrong way. It was very simple. I know it was not simple in terms of all the organization that went into it. We all know that. Race directors that have a hell of a time putting things on. But just the idea of the race, 2 legs, 3 miles, staggered starts. And then apart from that, it was kind of, you had to weave your way through that course and through those people. So it was a lot of fun. We were kind of, between Danny, Sinkus, Judd, me, Ryan, CJ was in there. Justice was there. We were kind of playing around, trying to brush guys off, run people into other people, or not make a big scene of it, but kind of, you had a very limited amount of time to make gains on guys. And so, you try to run right up to the back of one of the slower crafts and then dodge right, so they would have to go left, and then it'd kind of break up the wake train a little bit. And it was a lot of fun. It was a really cool, exciting way to do a race.
Will, when I came to NAC the other day to drop off Team Cal's trailer, you had a good group of guys doing workouts with you on the lawn.
Yeah.
Pretty good traction this off season so far.
Yeah, we're really trying to just keep it rolling with the group that we had last year, and it's growing a little bit. And I was just kind of thinking, I don't get to see these guys very much just by living in Mission Viejo and then working in Oceanside. So when, the majority of my training is all between Dana and Oceanside.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I know those guys I'm not worried about the guys training because they're young. They're all doing everything, dragon boat, messing around, one mans. But I want to try and stay in touch with those guys and just try and keep a ball rolling. So we just pick one day a week, Tuesday evenings, open to anybody. It's not just the guys. We've got gals. We've got some, people from other sectors of NAC that are jumping in and just doing our 30-minute running, 30-minute body weight land exercises, 30 minutes on the erg. Alan stepped up and taken on the erg workouts. Our former collegiate rower. Everybody's pretty, yeah. So it's been fun. It's really manageable, just one day a week. Getting the guys together, shooting the shit, and trying to keep the ball rolling, keep the core intact for this kind of the second year of the kind of the plan, if you will, of the 3-year plan. Yeah, so it's been good. I mean, getting probably like between 12 to 15 people on a regular basis, and it's fun because it's kind of the equalizer. It's always funny watching a bunch of paddlers run and erg.
Yeah,
because pretty odd on land.
I was going to come join you, but Tim Doherty was charging me by the minute to have my trailer hooked to my truck. So I had to make sure it was off the truck really fast.
Sure.
Even though I fixed his fender for him, so we're good. Everything's
I
fine.
appreciate that because I found it like that.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. Oh,
You,
he
you,
scared me.
did you get blamed for it, or what happened?
I just saw it bouncing when I was on the road. I was taking it down to Oceanside, and then I saw it kind of bobbling up and down. I'm like, oh, the fender's rubbing on the tires. The weld broke. And so I put the strap on it to hold it up. And then, he texted me. I forgot to tell him about it. And so I get a text from him like, what's this?
Yeah.
I'm like, I thought you knew.
That's all right. I fixed it. I welded the 2 braces, and it's all good to go. So yeah, all
Nice.
good. Yeah.
Oh,
looks like Joe just dropped off. I don't know what happened there, but
gets allergic to welding talk.
Yeah, apparently, or any kind of maintenance. He's like, I'm out. Yeah.
Hey, you gotta take Walter's advice there. If you got access to this Molokai book, legitimately I've just thumbed through it before, looked at pictures, read a couple pages here and there. Yeah. This thing is extensive. I know I'm not breaking ground here.
I had it, and I gave it to somebody. I forgot who I gave it to. I gave it to shit. I don't know, but I had one, and I gave it to somebody. I should have kept it.
There's another guy I've been meaning to call is Bud Hole. I'm late on returning his couple emails he had sent my way. He always gets really fascinated about history, especially when Hawaii Nui comes around.
Yeah.
But yeah, just the lengths that this guy went to put this thing together is amazing. But what I wanted to ask Walter was the transition from koas to fiberglass. So like I think it was like 1978 when they adopted the fiberglass divisions. And I don't want to, I'm not trying to quiz him on the history of it. I'm curious about what he remembers I guess the mentality and the acceptance of that transition was. That's what
probably the same as the acceptance we had to unlimited canoes here, I would imagine.
I don't know though, because that's what I'm wondering is because the shape was so similar, right? Like the unlimited, it's such a different shape.
It was mirrored off of yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, it's like the shape of the canoe is still uniquely Hawaiian. Mm-hmm. So it's like I'm just really curious to know what the kind of the gauge was that people had of making that transition, or and then also knowing that learning curve, like having gone through it myself, where you start building your first few boats and you kind of like it takes you a while to start to figure it out, and then you realize you're never going to figure it out. You only just get incrementally better.
Work in process, right?
Like those first however many fiberglass versions of boats, like I wonder if guys were kind of like, I don't know about this. These things aren't too.
I got a question about this actually, and you might be able to answer this going forward. Joe and I kind of like had this conversation about this the other day, is that what is the next step for unlimited canoes, right? So I remember, I don't remember. I know my dad was actually, before he passed away, he was looking at a J foil on an AMA for a canoe. And he had all these books. He was making all these notes. I found them all after he passed away in the mountain house. He was just sitting there doodling and doing stuff because he's an engineer and that's what he does. And he had all these books and he's doing all this stuff. What is the next step for unlimited paddling in canoe paddling?
Oh, I love this topic. Yes.
Yeah,
and you're the one to answer this question, by the way, because you've developed arguably, for our waters, the fastest canoe that's ever been built. So what is your next step? Do you have a next step, or what are you doing?
Well, not quite to like. It's definitely going to be incremental. The foil stuff is fascinating. I haven't ever. I think I've tried it once years ago, and I really do want to give it a shot, but I just haven't had the time or money or effort put into it. But foils to me, like I'm not going to be the guy to figure that one out when it comes to outrigger canoes. I'm not personally. I'm not interested enough in making that leap. I
Yeah.
don't think it's wrong. I think if there's somebody that can figure that out and make it work, that'd be pretty cool. To me, it always makes more sense to have a foil on a monohull, so something like a surf ski.
Sure.
I think if you could have, like a two foil setup, kind of one under the feet, one back by the rudder, that to me would make a lot more sense. I don't know how you would control it, and there's when you start looking at foils and sailcraft and how these little smaller sailboats are controlled with little levers and things. I mean, they're way farther along than we even realize. But I'm not going to be the guy to figure that one out when it comes to an outrigger canoe. That could be the next step, maybe. I think we're still really in the infancy of figuring out hull designs when it comes to outrigger canoes.
Oh, really?
Because
That's
I,
interesting.
I think so, because there's a lot that we are gaining when it comes to technology being involved, gaining a lot of data, running a lot of high level engineering programs that these guys are putting, computer models, testing with their designs. Again, I'm not that guy, but there is also a lot of things that you can't test for when it comes to an outrigger canoe and a hull design. There's a lot of extraneous factors when you involve an ocean and paddlers in a boat. So I think, like, I don't know. To me, like my design, the Malama really wasn't anything revolutionary. I took some pretty simple ideas and put them together, and it's worked really well, which is really, that was the goal, and that's a really nice feeling.
You don't
But I
feel the
don't.
combination was revolutionary?
No, no, I don't.
Mm,
I mean, maybe, but I don't think I didn't do anything insanely outside of the box. Like, I think I made something that's already close to as fast as we've made it, maybe just a little bit better. But as far as getting into that next tier, that next big jump, I don't really know what it is yet. I'm not too sure.
yeah.
You know,
Hey,
I
hey, Will, you know what I'm still trying to figure out is how do you splash paddlers when you're paddling in a six-man
oh
canoe?
god, I knew you were gonna bring this up. So we gotta correct your story. We gotta correct your story, because you were making me sound like a real asshole, and I was being very
Well,
That's
briefly.
so funny.
But
That's the
the
funniest thing ever.
the thing you have to make sure you do is, if you're gonna feather the water to splash the paddler in front of you, you need to make sure that you still put your paddle in to take the stroke to get back.
That's right.
So what you were doing, and I don't know if you remember consciously or not, is you would try to splash forward, and then you would bring the paddle back in the air, like high, and then feather it back forward again.
He's got that Lana
So,
Keela deal where he's
so,
just like over, like he's
so
just not
that's
just moving forward.
so
Yeah.
that's when I snapped, because I'm watching you're paddling like normal, and then as my camera, following me, and then
Yep,
you
yep.
would go to splash, and then the paddle would go up and back to splash again. And I'm like, no.
Yeah. Mechanical
Well,
error. Mechanical error.
I
That's
think
what it is.
I think the canoe was like this too. I think we were going down a wave too when that happened.
I don't think we ever
I don't
caught a
know if I
wave in
was
that
that
channel.
conscious, but anyway, but yeah, I was like, bro, I couldn't, for some reason, yeah, I'm just not, I'm used to getting splashed on. It's like,
Yeah.
I should set up those guys, bro, like splash them from seat 5. I had the best intention. Just want to throw that
No,
out
it
there.
was good. It was good intention, but it's just, for the steersman, it's so much easier because you got a pizza flipper back there, and so
Yep.
I have more time, and so when I hit, I can get pretty much from at least all the way up to 2.
Got
Joe's
it.
not an engine room guy. He doesn't know. He doesn't know what's going on.
Hey, I was that day.
If I
So
got one skill better than
Yeah.
Joe, I can splash paddle
Making a
really
splash?
well. Yeah, I can do it.
And when you jump out,
Either way,
yeah.
I can increase hole speed when I jump out and splash everybody, or
Dual
I
threat.
can feather. Yeah, I can feather the paddle the right way. I can
good.
do it.
Good. I know. Speaking of which, we've been seeing you on the water a lot, man. It's good.
I know. I've been
Secret training.
secret training. I've been working a little bit. I'm trying to drop pounds and have fun, and yeah, man, it's found kind of a new fun level of paddling for me. It's been
You got to find the motivation.
yeah,
Sustainability, making the habits of it, making it enjoyable.
Yeah, it's kind of hard for me to. I mean, I have this watch that tells me all this information and stuff, but I don't know that it's helping me more. But I just feel like for me, it's just it reminds me to get up and go do it. At least that's it. That's all I need.
I bet I've the past 2 seasons now. I've kind of Matt Earls has been my coach, quote unquote coach. Call him coach. And we get together, and I ebb and flow through my, I guess, motivation levels throughout the year. But one thing that he does extremely well is keeps everything very even keel throughout the entirety of the year. And then just having a simple
How old is he?
57, I want to say.
Yeah, man. I met him at Catalina. He was driving out of the parking lot. It's the first time I've ever met him, but he's got a really level-shouldered head,
Oh yeah.
He's an interesting guy, yeah. I'd love to talk to that guy.
Fascinating guy.
Yeah.
Another guy that's got a lot of history in the sport here in California.
Mm-hmm.
He's been in it since he was a teenager, early teen, I believe. But when it comes to training, I mean, the biggest thing that he's helped me with is both him and Aaron, my partner at the shop, is setting a very attainable schedule. So there's certain days and workouts within the week that are non-negotiable. The only reason you're going to miss them is if an emergency comes up, or just life happens, logistics happen,
right. Mm-hmm.
kids, anything.
Yeah.
But you have a handful of these workouts throughout the week that are just non-negotiable. They're set. You can change week to week, but on Sunday is the day I like to set it. So I know, okay, this week I've got Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. Those are my 3 workouts. And these ones are, this is it. It's just like going to work. And then anything outside of that is just a bonus.
Yeah.
So you can throw in, on Monday morning, I have some free time here. I'm going to go, for a one-man or whatever, or I'm going to go surf, enjoy it. So just having that differentiation of these sessions are non-negotiable. These are training sessions.
Mm-hmm.
And anything outside of that, anything that's accumulated on top of that, is just purely treated as fun. It's not, I'm getting extra training. It's not extra training. It's just extra time, extra fun, something to do. And that's kind of helped keep my brain really chaos free. Level. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like a good focused approach, right? It's good on the mentality of it too, right? Where it's like, I'm just gonna focus on these 3 workouts, and anything extra is just good for the soul in a sense, right?
It's because you want to. It's purely because you want to.
Yeah.
And then if you don't have that hangover of, or that anxiety of like, oh, I missed my, it's like, no, you didn't miss anything. It wasn't scheduled. You know, if you want to do more, schedule more then, if you think you can keep it up.
For me, it's just quality of life, like sleeping better, waking up better, being more engaged, because I'm not trying to just drag my ass through the day type of thing. There's a lot to be said about that. And I think that, and I'm just doing it on my own. I'm not seeking out coaching by any means, but it's one of those things where the regularity of it being on the water is super, like, helps my head, like, stay clear and narrowed, focused, and being able to eliminate the bullshit and focus on the right stuff sometimes,
Yeah. I kind of caught you guys right before Walter jumped on talking about a little bit of like navigating when you have a kid and like the season that you didn't think you were gonna have, Joe. And then as Maggie gets older, you're gonna kind of Finn's only 5, so I'm still very figuring this out myself. But you realize you never realize how much time you had until you have a kid.
That's
But
right.
then you also never realize that you've only wasted time your whole life.
Yep.
Because I've never had a better like regimented schedule that's given me more quality workouts than I have in the past couple years.
Because you have to get it done.
Because you have to be calculated with it.
Right.
And I realized I didn't realize how much time I had, and I also didn't realize how much time I wasted.
Well, yeah, I mean, you touched on it earlier, right? Like, hey, what is attainable within the 3, my schedule? So you focus on those blocks that's attainable for you. Where I feel like before kids, you didn't even know what the word attainable meant. What is
your drive is different.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, no, that's
I will
so
say
true.
that my super secret workouts are based off of me having a kid because I like getting up super early, getting the workout done, and then being home so that I can see Sophia getting up, getting ready for school. I can help Julie with whatever she's got going on. And it's based around engagement on my family so that my time, I already know like my time has to be spent doing this early so that I can do this, and that's what I enjoy doing, right? So
yeah, you're describing the same thing,
right,
that I do. Same exact thing. Get it done early. Enjoy coming home. Trust me, there's tons of days where I would love to go paddle it, from 5 to 6:30, and then take straight off to the shop. And it's not that I would love to do it for personal reasons. I would love to do it for work reasons, but I don't do that very often anymore just because I have that enjoyment of I got my workout done. Now it's time for family. I'm going to go home, spend an hour, get Finn ready for school, drop her off on the way. Check that off the list. That feels good.
That's fun. Yeah.
That's fun. It's enjoyable.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you have to remind yourself that it is, because there's plenty of days where you're just kind of like, you get caught in the stress of life where you're like, I got to get to work. I got to figure out all these things. And it's like, this ain't going to be around for very long, those moments.
So, Will, I got to ask a question. So last year, Catalina, you guys did the mustache deal for the crew, right?
Yeah.
Are we ever going to see the Fear the Beard Will ever again, or what's the deal?
Probably as long as I'm building boats, no.
Really? Because it's too much, huh? Respirator, all this stuff.
Exactly. Yeah. So as long as I'm still building, if you see a beard coming, China's making the boats. It's over.
Well, maybe it's not over. Maybe it's a good thing, but you
maybe
figure out what to do, right? Yeah.
No, exactly. Yeah. So no, probably not.
Okay.
And if maybe that's a 40s thing, I don't know. We'll see. But I was thinking bald. I think all the guys should shave their heads for the year.
I agree.
Yeah.
I want to see Claudio with no hair. That's what I want to see.
He did shave it down. He went to like a number 1, I think. It's jarring.
I was talking so much shit about that guy when we were at
Good, you should.
Dana Nyman. I go, look at this guy. He looks like a 70s porn star or 80s porn star, whatever.
Well, that's what brought it on. So
Yeah.
he did it unannounced, and then it was your commentary on the stash that kind of made everyone go like, I think we should lean into this.
Good. I love it, man. I love it. Yeah, that's cool, man. That's real cool. I paddled with a guy named Chuck Sunday. Paddled with a guy named Chuck on Sunday. Paddled for Puna in the Big Island, but he was on Maui for a long time. He's an older guy. And he goes, oh, I remember Will there in Maui. He had this giant beard. And I go, yeah, man. I don't know what happened to that, but I think it has to do with building canoes, right? That's what I said. And
yeah.
Yeah,
Could be
so,
that. Living out up country on a farmland
mhm.
property, just being feral. Um, yeah, your early 20s. Why not?
Yeah, why not?
Right. Yeah,
Exactly.
I saw that photo, Will, that your dad posted about, you guys are like in like England or something like that, like some rock, and you got like a full head of hair. It's like blonde.
Yeah,
Shoot, it was like yeah, the caption was somewhere in England.
yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
Shoot, I wish
Yeah,
you could pull that up, but yeah.
that would have
Joe,
been. It would have
Joe,
had to have been
can
pre
you grow a beard, Joe?
2014.
Oh yeah, I can grow a beard
Let's go. Let's
for
go.
sure.
Let's do it.
My beard will get red too.
Oh yeah, mine's red. Besides the gray, it's red in the sides.
Oh yeah.
Let's do it.
Oh yeah.
Do you think Mallory will let you do that or what?
Yeah. Why not? Yeah.
You've made it this far.
You're already married and you got kids. That's fine. Let's go.
Yeah. It's all good. I can do whatever I like.
So, Will, what do you feel is next on your canoe design? You feel like you got something good coming up? Designing a new llama? Like, what are you thinking?
Yeah, I mean, eventually, that's.
Mhm.
I've gotten, by this point, we've gotten a lot of input and feedback from everybody who's tried the boat, who uses it frequently. So I've got my little notebook of everything that's been thrown my way, and those are all eventually. It's not going to be anytime soon, but all those little constructive criticisms will get put into the next design. And then I've got all my own criticisms as well that are going to get put into the next design. So I've still got the original wood strip one, and so eventually what I'll get around to is cutting the deck off of that, making a couple cuts and tweaks on the hull, reshaping the
How
deck.
heavy is the original wood strip that you
It's-
designed?
I think it's only a couple 100 pounds. Is not that
200?
heavy. Yeah, it's not that heavy. And then I've got the original AMA as well. I stripped all the glass off of that, and I can reshape, just to try out ideas, and then I can either, if I get it out of that, great, I can remold and make the next generation AMA out of that, or I can just take ideas that come from that one if it's too hacked up, and take some templates and then make a new one.
For all of us that don't have legacy kind of like stuff, how cool would it be to have a wood strip Malama?
Yeah,
To
I
have
really want
for a legacy type of
Yeah.
thing.
No, it'll happen. It'll
Yeah.
definitely happen. I gotta shout him out. Mike Owens. I've been seeing. Have you seen this guy's wood strip 6-man? He's doing Mike Owens.
Yes,
He's
I have
on
actually
Maui.
seen it. Yeah.
Yeah, I need to talk to him. I used
Pretty
to know
rad,
him when I
yeah.
was. The thing is beautiful.
Talking about guys you used to know. Let's bring him on. Where's he at? Braddahs, your camera. There it is.
Ahoy.
There it is. That's better.
Speaking of mustaches,
You don't have a shirt on, do you?
No, sorry guys.
of course
Put a
not. He's a
shirt on,
Calava
bro.
boy.
Put a shirt on.
He doesn't need a shirt.
Christ.
It's Blackout Wednesday.
Yeah.
It's Blackout Wednesday.
How's everybody doing?
We're
Good,
good.
brother.
They're just trying to
Yeah.
kick me off, so we're gonna pass the baton to you.
No, we're not kicking you off. But I have to go to the Lua real quick, so you guys stay tight.
What's up, Kala?
Not much, brah. Good to see you.
You too, man. How's Calava?
Great. Yeah, unreal out there, brah. It's just got to get used to the drive, but you also make each drive count.
It's not that bad, right? Like it.
Nah, not too bad.
Yeah.
For you guys, it's easy. The commute in any commute in California is pretty tough. So a 45-minute commute's not too bad. But I try to make my trips count because Honolulu traffic is, man, it's not just like regular traffic. It's like people that don't know how to drive and infuriate you. So I try to just be as
Did you ever
selective as possible.
find? So I noticed it just this last trip when we were all back on Oahu for solo. You know, I've been back in California now for, well, I mean, I grew up here and then was in Hawaii briefly, and then I've been back, it's like almost 10 years now. And I
Yeah.
just never really clicked until this last year when we were over there for solo, driving around Oahu for about a week. And I was like, oh, the traffic's not nearly as bad as I remembered, just because I'm readjusted to California traffic.
Yeah.
And I'm like, LA traffic. And I'm like, oh, it sucks at times on the H1, but it's only for a very short amount of miles.
Yeah. No, it's not. It's not like hours of sitting in traffic. That's just trud. Like, you know,
It's annoying.
there's some problem spots, and you know where they are,
Yeah.
and you can kind of like, you know, it's kind of like you pick your line and you figure out how to traverse, and you know which lanes go and which lanes don't, and you can
Joe,
expect when there's going to be traffic.
Joe,
know?
you got the tiebreaker.
Well,
From there,
you
live
know,
here now.
What do you
Yep.
guys? What do you guys?
So-
Who's got
Sorry.
the title? Worst traffic.
I think here is worse because the mentality is worse. We're back home in the islands, you know, it's like, okay, going, brother, going, yeah, okay, going,
Yeah.
okay. Like people let people go, right? Where
Yeah.
here in the mainland, it's like, no, I gotta get in front of this person just to hurry up and slow down.
Right.
Where there's traffic in the mainland just because it's tight, you know.
Yeah.
That's just
Yeah.
kind of my feeling on it.
Cool.
I'm back.
So we were talking about traffic, but let's switch gears.
Well, you know, we never got into it. We never got into it. So we're Justin and I were talking about like, hey, how many miles do you think you got to paddle to burn off Thanksgiving? So we're just kind of throwing that out there. If you have to burn off your Thanksgiving meal, how many miles do you think you have to paddle?
If you're gonna plug 4,000 calories,
Did you
how
guys
many
break it
miles is
down?
that?
It's a lot.
So
I don't think you're doing that today.
the general calorie burn per hour is, if it's, you know, for paddling endurance sports, is what, it's like 300 to 400 calories per hour. So that means that you'd have to paddle, you know, if you eat a 4 to 5,000 calorie, break that down, that's a whole,
That's a lot.
that's a lot, bruh. That's
Dude,
like 8
what-
hours.
Bro, I think you're full of shit. You don't want to know why? Because when I paddle for like an hour and a half, my watch tells me I burn 1,200 calories.
Don't listen to those things,
Well,
dude.
that's
They don't
because
know
you're
what's
not.
going on.
That's because I'm fat? Is that what you're saying? That's because I got
No.
calories to burn, huh?
No, because you're so efficient.
Oh, that's what it
Dude, it's not fair. It takes hours to burn off hundreds of calories, and then you can drink one freaking full octane Coke, and you put them on in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
You guys are living in the wrong realm, bro. You guys are performance athletes. I'm not.
And then it does depend too, if it's high intensity. If you're racing or you're sprinting, you're gonna burn a lot more in a sprint workout rather than a steady state or easy workout. So you kind of got to take that into consideration. But oh man, Thanksgiving, whew. I try to, you know, if anything, just fast the day before, and then it'll even out.
I'm gonna limit myself to like 5 calories. Oh God! Hey, Braddahs, check this out. We got the King of the North coming in. Ben.
Oh shit! I'm
Your
late. I'm
camera's
late
not
making
on.
his boat. I gotta go.
No, you don't. You gotta go. Ben, your camera. You gotta fix your camera, Ben.
I swear, I sprayed your boat yesterday, Ben.
No, I took him off because his camera's not
thank
coming
God.
in. Hold on.
Bro,
I'm gonna drop
my
him. He'll get back
bandwidth
in.
is horrible. You
Yeah,
guys can
but
hear me okay,
you're
right?
clear. No, you're clear. Yeah.
Yeah, you're good.
Bro, like everything is like super glitchy. Like
Kala, how's the
can-
taro patch, bro? How's the taro patch?
Oh, good. We got actually corn growing in one of our lo'i right now. It's pretty
Corn?
funny. Yeah, yeah. We our neighbor Uncle Ricky Rapoon, every year he does like a Thanksgiving corn patch, so that we can have corn on Thanksgiving. So one of our patches is we're harvesting corn right now, so that's been fun, and then harvesting harvesting a bunch of kalo too. So we got kalo and corn for the holiday season. And I've been spending a lot of time doing that since I haven't been paddling. Just one arm farm. You can one arm farm, but you cannot really one arm paddle.
How is your arm?
Well, I'm hopefully gonna get surgery next month. Is the goal, but I gotta consult with
No
a
stem
doctor.
cells, nothing like that, huh? Just surgery, huh?
Yeah, it's a bone spur, so they gotta shave it off. After all this time, they
Oof.
find out I got a little extra bone.
Yeah, just come over here. I got a grinder, bro. I take them out,
I
take
know.
them down. I'll weld them back up. We're good.
Some 80 grit.
Nice.
But yeah, evolution, guys, evolution.
Yeah.
Extra bone.
You know what? You know what it is? It's that's too much hair and not enough bone, bro. That's the problem.
Oh man. Yeah. So in a way, I'm kind of relieved that it's not like like a big tear or something. It's just, but it is probably causing some issues with creating scar tissue and maybe even some partial tearing of my other ligaments. They don't really know until they go in there, and so they gotta go in with the orthoscope, clean it up, take out any scar tissue, and then I can start the healing process. I'm excited because
You want to get back to work, huh?
and paddling, and up until recently, nobody could really tell me what it was. So, but
I'm glad you figured it out finally.
yeah, bro, finally.
I gotta tell you, Kala, you're the only guy in Hawaii that we've ever had on that's been able to like stabilize a signal, bro. You're the only one.
Oh,
No one else has been able to do it. It's always been
just today.
questionable.
Yeah,
No.
Lord.
Even when we did the Braddahs cast, like you were dead on.
Oh,
But-
okay.
You're like what? Like out in Kaava, right, or something?
Right now, I'm actually at my parents' house in town.
Mm.
But when last time I
okay.
was out in Kaava, it took me a little bit to figure it out.
Dude, when I was living out there, I
Okay.
didn't even have internet.
Yeah, no.
No.
There's only like 2 spots in the house where you can get internet. It's pretty rugged. But
So,
all
Kala, I
good.
got to ask you a question. When you're able to paddle, when you come back, where are you going to go paddle? What are you going to do? What club?
Oh man, that's the biggest question I've been asking myself. I don't know.
NAC.
You're going to
Yeah.
you're going to Outrigger, brah. Just
No
say
way.
it.
He's coming to
No.
NAC.
He's not
I'm
coming to
sorry.
NAC. He's
I-
living in Hawaii.
Yeah,
Alright.
I love those guys, but I would never paddle for Outrigger again. It just it's not my place, bro. But although
Good time to
I
cut
paddle
out.
with those guys. I would paddle with I would love to paddle with all the guys on the team.
Yeah.
It's not anything against them. Like those are all my brothers, but I just don't jive with how they do stuff, and I'll leave it at that. But
That's okay. You
Yeah.
know what? Ethan Siegfried said the same thing.
yeah, so I'd like to see what he's up to.
Oh,
I
Will's
know-
Gonzo's. He just
I'd lo-
disappeared.
I'd love to see what
Frozen.
Ethan's up to. Oh, there you go.
No. Hold on.
Oh,
I can't
Paul.
see you, brother. Get a light on, bro. Get a light on.
I see that name.
Get a light on.
Little late for Halloween.
Yeah, bro. I seen the ghost stories already.
What
Hold on, we'll bring Will on
are
too.
you guys?
Bring him
Are you
on.
guys?
Oh, geez.
Ah, jeez.
I wish Ben McNeil's camera. Hey Ben, you're the king of the north, bro. Why is your camera not working? What's going on?
Get it together.
I can't. Bro. He's not. His audio's not even working either.
Yeah.
All right.
Don't pull
What are
him.
you guys doing?
Okay.
Are you guys solving all the fucking all the problems?
Always
listening
tell me
to
what's
all
What's
Joe's
problem? Wait,
football
all
analogies.
at
You know,
once. We put it on the
Yeah.
table right now.
what bullet point are we on? Where are we at?
We're on
boys?
the bullet point
Fill
of
me-
Kalana
fill me
paddling
in.
for outrigger.
There
Kalana
Kalana
it is.
paddling
Yeah.
outrigger again. He won't do it.
the outrigger or outrigger canoe club?
Outrigger Canoe Club.
Oh,
Outrigger
is he
Canoe
going
Club.
surf ski? Oh.
I don't know. He might be.
The outrigger canoe club.
Yeah.
the one and only.
Wow.
All right, here we go. Bring it on Ben McNeil, the king of the
Oh
north.
my goodness, dude! It
King
only
of the
took a
north.
half.
Here he
It only
is.
took a half an hour. Damn.
Oh shit!
What I miss?
You
Hey,
didn't miss nothing.
All
Who's
of the
this?
mysteries of the Va'a have been explained.
from McNeil.
Hey, what's up, fellas?
There
So,
he is.
so hey, so what, Kala? No good.
No good.
No good, man.
Hey,
No
hey,
good?
no good.
Amputation.
Hey,
Yeah.
that's all right.
Yeah,
So
no-
what are we gonna do? Where are we gonna go?
Oh
What's
shucks. I don't
Tijuana.
know. I gotta find where I fit in. I think I just moved out to Kaaba, so that's a factor.
Cinderella, looking for the golden
Oh my
slipper,
God,
bro.
you guys,
Yeah.
man. Swear to God.
I know it's like I've been lucky enough to paddle with super awesome guys, and I
Yeah.
feel like that's one of the most important thing for me is like I gotta be into paddling with the guys, and it started almost like as a junior, and then I fell in with you guys, and then so my whole life I've just been paddling with friends, and I want to find where my friends are, and like because that's a big part
How
of
about
it.
the kid?
I know
How
for
about
me and most people it's just
How about the people that want to paddle with
Yeah.
awesome people, not grumpy people, not complaining people? Nobody wants to paddle with complaining people, bro. You can be the person that makes it an awesome program.
Bruh. You got Kala. Micah is calling you to the carpet right now, bruh.
Fucking
He is burying you in the dirt, bruh. He's burying
can't-
you in the dirt.
I can always count on him to keep me honest, bro. But yeah, bro. Maybe we go put together a team, Micah, if you're gonna be in Hawaii long enough.
Listen to this guy. Oh, Micah just
Oh.
canceled.
Speaking of Hawaii,
Kauai.
All right. We got. Let's talk to the king of the north for a minute. The king of the north is here. Ben McNeil. Will owes you a canoe, I heard.
Well, I'm sure I owe him money, and then there's a canoe, and there's all sorts of stuff. But there's a whole exchange that takes place. But now we're excited. We've ERC was super generous and both lending
Give
us
you a discount.
negative. I know what I don't know. I'm not like
That's a different
authorized
department.
to disclose the implications, but
I don't either.
what I will say is that they were super generous in lending us a canoe a couple times this last season, and also super generous in lending us both Judson and Will on one occasion. And so, paddled like a dream every time. Turns
I
out,
appreciate it. I sprayed it up yesterday.
awesome.
Sprayed it
You guys
yesterday.
you had a boat up there for a little bit.
No, we actually we never got to demo one up here. It turns
You're
out
about to.
Yeah,
It's a really
turns
expensive
out
demo.
when you're
Yeah.
churning them out as fast as people can purchase them, then you can't just send
Yeah.
demos everywhere, I'm sure. But no, we were able to get on our both our team and our ladies team, and I know the Kilo Hana team that's up here, who's the ladies are super strong. They got to use that boat for Catalina, and everyone's pretty hyped up. So
Hey, we gotta plug the that V1 race number 2 going on.
Yeah,
today.
let's talk about that actually real quick. I don't know where Joe went. I think he disappeared into the void. But Ben,
diaper time.
Boat. We need a boat so that we can broadcast. Can you help us with that?
Yeah, I mean, obviously we're like totally in planning stages, but the whole plan is to have anything that any of you guys need. I mean, when we like put ourselves out there to help host this race. The idea was more like we were so stoked on the fact that NAC and Kel had like they had put their effort in to make this thing happen, and it actually got so many of our club members jazzed on the V1, which I've been paddling for 30 years now, but like there wasn't a race series that was like dedicated to it, and so now like I've got like 10 to 12 guys that are like training on V1 a lot in the off season and going down and racing. And so we were so stoked that we're like, how can we, host something up here? And so, yeah, the conversation just happened naturally. Like, we just wanted to, help out if we could host something. And I think it's going to be awesome.
Ben, do you have an idea of what kind of conditions the course is going to throw at us?
Bruh, like, I mean, February, in California can be, it's the same as SoCal. It could be a glassy lake or it can be a stormy, nightmare.
Expect a little bit of anything.
So, yeah, I mean, our goal is to be able to have all options on the table. We should probably know a week out, but right now we're planning on hosting it out of our site at Okolani, which is a fantastic location. We have a great area to rig and a nice sandy beach to launch off of, and we can run courses any which direction out of there, and have a ripping after party. So yeah, so that's the goal. And like I think we're gonna like plan for a number of contingencies for different courses, but like the goal would be to show off the bay. So be able to get up. Joe knows. Hopefully, we'll get up around TI. Is kind of our main thought. Do a little TI.
What is TI?
That's Treasure Island. So it's the island that the Bay Bridge runs through. It's runs between Oakland and San Francisco, and so you get the whole San Francisco view, the Alcatraz view, the Mount Tamalpais view, the Golden Gate Bridge view, and then upwind, downwind, sidewind, whatever needs to happen.
Killer.
Ben, I nicknamed you the King of the North, and I find behind you this map of the world, and I think that you're trying to dominate everything. So I just want to know, what are we expecting of this course that you're trying to provide for us in this V1 Race 2 series race going on? Where are we going?
I went down and did the second of the V1 series last year, and I was like pretty out of shape. Just kind of showed up, and
you paddled well. You paddled well.
Fortunately, it was a flat day. I wasn't like grinding on a left for half an hour at a time, but it was 14 miles. It was a buster. So I feel like we need to at least uphold the level there. I think that the idea was that you start out kind of easy, medium, hard, and I'm sure that the third race is going to be a nasty one. So I think we want to kind of fit in that slot and give you something that's going to be hard, but
15,
beautiful,
baby.
but beautiful, yeah, we're looking at 15 and 15 good ones with technical.
I feel like I could have just said any number there and you would have 30. Let's do 30.
I did the course last Sunday. It's 14 and a half, depending on where you start and finish. But it was a beautiful day, so you never know what you get up there. And
Ben, what are we thinking? We're gonna go out. We're gonna go Okolani to Aquatic Park and back.
I'm thinking. I mean, again, it's super gonna depend on what the conditions look like. How February in the Bay is. You've paddled up there enough to know that like you wake up in the morning. Maybe the weather report was right. Maybe it was wrong. If it's stormy, we'll have to. If it's south wind, we'll have to change our thoughts. But the goal would be to get the full waterfront action. So I'm thinking up around
Sure, yeah.
Treasure Island, Yerba Buena, and
Okay.
around. So you get some calm water, you get some places to pass, you get some places to go fast. You get current everywhere because it's the bay. So that's the thing that people are gonna have to understand. Especially coming from SoCal, is that the currents are always double what you think it's gonna be. If it's ebbing, it's really ebbing. If it's flooding, it's really flooding. And it change like if you're catching waves and there's no wind, you know what that means. You're going up current. So it should be super dynamic in any way. So
This is gonna be really fun.
it's gonna be
What do you
super
think,
fun.
Claudius?
Yeah.
Ben McNeil's saying that you suck at paddling. I'm just kidding.
That sounds super fun. I've never paddled up there, but
Yeah.
man, shucks, I certainly on the bucket list when I make my comeback, whenever that will be. But
It's not going to be in
that
February.
sounds. What is that?
Not going to be in February.
If I get probably not that soon. And if I am paddling by then, I'm not going to be wanting to race.
All right.
You don't want to
You
test
can
your shoulder
commentate.
on a side wind V1 on the left for half an hour.
Especially not my left shoulder.
Speaking of which,
I get it.
I got a
But,
train tomorrow morning at 5 a.m. So I am checking out, gentlemen.
All right. We're going to bring Mike and Scott back in here. Here we go.
Oh, good. I'm
Well,
out.
I got to
you,
fly
Will.
to SoCal in the morning
Night,
at 6 in
Micah.
the morning. So
It's
No,
easy.
no,
that
you can't
goes.
get off, Ben. Ben, you're not getting off yet.
I'm
You're not
good.
getting off yet. You're not off the. You're not
Hey,
the. clock.
Ben.
Yeah,
Don't
Ben's not
fucking
off
move,
the hook
Ben.
yet, but happy that you will.
I just showed up.
Yeah, Ben. So what's up? What's
know,
up with that Angel
So
Island race,
the
Ben?
race in the Bay is that Saturday, right? February 7th.
That's the plan. Yep, it's on the calendar.
So I know Will just jumped off, and Micah loves to rag me for my football references. But if the 49ers
Oh, you got 1800. Bro.
get into the Super Bowl, oh, he's back on. All right, Braddahs
Oh,
back on.
no.
Okay.
Yeah, Mike is on, bro.
That's
He's
it.
on.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
here's my plan,
Here we go.
bro.
All right, you get the
So
grease pen
we're gonna
out.
go
Get the
all that
markers.
Hey.
Yeah, grab them. Grab the whiteboard, everything. So Vol California Series number 2, right? Saturday, February 7th. Super Bowl Sunday and it's right down the road where the 49ers play. If the 49ers make the Super Bowl,
Yeah,
They
talk
will.
I mean,
They
talk
will.
about
It's gonna happen.
I could think of
That
the
whole weekend,
corporate
bro,
tie-ins
right here in the
are just not nonstop, man. Like we could we can get that NFL cheddar flowing. We can get yeah, maybe two free tickets to the bowl if you win. I don't know.
Yeah. Plus my-
Micah, tell the
Hey,
fans
but
to calm
real-
down. Micah,
quick,
tell the
Ben.
fans to calm down over there.
In all seriousness, though, real quick, Ben, question: Do you have an extra boat that we can borrow to call the race? That's
We'll work
what
it
I
out.
wanna know.
We'll get you hooked
Can
up.
we set that up?
Yeah.
Okay, that'd be great. We really appreciate that.
Chat me out. We already got a number of escort boats lined up, and we can get you a platform.
Hey, Ben, is that
We
the
need it.
stadium? Is that the stadium everybody hangs out on the waterway and waits for a baseball to come over and catch in the?
That will be actually super close. We
That's a different
we
sport.
paddle out there all the time.
That's baseball. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, it's not gonna be baseball season, but we from our site we can paddle out to Oracle Park, which was
9
AT&T
miles
Park.
away.
No, it's like it's 4.5 miles away. It's usually like a
Ooh,
9 or 10 mile
marketing,
round trip.
Double hull canoe, Okalani,
Yep.
hanging out in the summertime, waiting
Hey,
for.
ask JoJo. He was on on a rest day watching.
You're there.
And
That one time, man, we had
Yep.
9-man practice. Bro, you guys have loved this one. We had 9-man practice. I was teaching a boot camp with Saturday morning. I had to teach a boot camp
Jojo
class that was
Rabbit.
right at that park.
Oh man.
I was gonna miss practice. And then so they were like, "Hey, you know what? We're just paddle to the ballpark to come pick you up." I jumped in the water from the dock, jumped in the 50-degree water to jump into the pool to start practice right from the ball park. Yeah, I don't think I'll ever do that one again.
Yeah, but Joe's also called us out when we were on the Jumbotron and he was watching the game. So, uh-oh.
Do it for the bait. That's all I got to say.
Angel Island race once, Ben?
Hold on. Get some scratchiness there.
Yeah, we're getting for a minute. Hold on.
Engineer. Yeah, not it. Not it. Not it. Last one attack their load.
Yeah, that's it. Is that everybody?
Yeah, Angel Island race, Ben.
Sorry.
Okay, I'm dialed. Yeah, we're good.
Getting Lions caught somebody, huh?
And then 375. Stick spray, sweet potatoes. This is funny because it doesn't drown.
What?
Hey, Ben.
Yo.
Let's go to
Angel Island race.
I'm not getting anything here.
Yeah, I can't hear you guys.
Ben's fault.
My fault.
The King of the North sucks. No, I'm just kidding. It's not your fault. Hold on. Just give it a second. There we go.
All right.
We're good. We're clear. No, we weren't.
Who's fuzzing here?
Should I? I'll try. What do I do? Leave real quick. Come back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You too, Micah Scott. Leave real quick.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, hold on.
Oh, it sounds so much better.
Yeah. It's one of
I'm
the
hearing
two
myself.
from Hawaii.
That happens, you know.
Did it help when I left or what?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
Micah, are you there? Nope. It's Micah's deal. Hold on.
interesting.
Micah Scott, you there?
No.
Nope.
I'm actually there asking a question.
Anyway, Ben, it's really nice
Yep.
to see you, Braddahs. Thanks for
Yeah.
jumping on with us.
For sure.
We really wanted to get some insight, going into the Vol California Series race too. So
That sounds
so-
sick. Is that something you guys think you'll do just this year or next year? Is that going to be?
I think V1 has been growing in popularity, exponentially the last 4 or 5 years. And it's
It's Micah Scott. Yeah.
Got him.
I killed. He's done. He's out.
Which it's thrilling for me. I actually there was no OC1s when I first started paddling. And literally we were just on Lagoon V1s. And that got put onto the shelf for so many years. And so it's super thrilling for me to see how V1, there was a little resurgence in Hawaii and California in kind of the mid 2000s, late 2000s. And then it kind of died down a little bit. But now that NAC kind of laid this framework to have this race series, I think it's just given a platform for people to get super jazzed on developing a skill set in this. So anything that we can do up here in the north, we've got a ton of people that are down for it now and are training hard on the V1s that are getting fast. Cool. And so we're stoked on it. So anything we can do to help.
In the future it'd be cool to check it out up there because I've raced plenty down south, but not really up there, and I know it's cold as shit, but I know the conditions are also cool, which is what interests me.
It's still California, man. It's only 5 to 10 degrees colder. It's not too bad.
But Kala, why don't you, if you're not paddling, why don't you fly out and help Joe and I broadcast the race
in February?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, I'd be down. Let's talk about it.
Okay.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Everyone's got to play their role, bro. I mean, if you're not racing, you got to
Yeah.
place.
No, and I'm anticipating I'll be still recovering from. I won't be working because I'll be still recovering from an injury,
Okay.
so I got nothing
Yep.
else to do.
San Francisco's the easy place to fly into.
Yeah.
Easy place to
Yeah.
do the deal and then go home, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I gotta talk to the Wahine first before I commit to anything, but
bring her too, bro. We'll get
yeah.
sponsors to fly you guys out. Don't worry.
Okay.
Yeah, Ben McNeil's going to help us. The King of the North is going to fund the whole thing. He's going to fund the whole thing.
Let's just say the lodging requests have been coming in, and yeah, we're gonna do our best to try to be good hosts.
We're
up
going to
here,
all
for
be
sure.
sleeping on his couch, all of us. It's going to be fantastic.
Hey, if you get a camper van, we got a big parking lot, so there's that.
Yeah.
Sounds fun.
Joe and I have a Subaru. We're going to sleep together in the Subaru. It's going to be fantastic.
That's a nice Subaru.
Hey, no, Ben, I made an upgrade. It's a Volvo now. So yeah, the Subaru.
We
is
got
no
a
longer-
Volvo now. Yeah.
Wait, what?
Volvo. Yeah.
What year?
Yeah,
I'm a Volvo man.
it's a 2017.
Oh.
I'm still sticking to the wagons.
I had a
Still get
79
the wagons though.
245 for 15 years, man. That was my jam.
I have
But,
I have two V70 wagons.
It's a great ride. But that GT Legacy, that thing was that's cherry. Dude, hopefully that went to a good home.
Yeah. It just got too expensive with the upkeep. I was like,
It's the story of our lives, man.
You know what happened?
Yeah.
Ben, Will dropped off the call because he didn't want to answer the question about where's your canoe at. That was a problem.
Hey, you know what? Turns out V6 season's a long ways away. So we're I think we dragged our heels ordering. We couldn't get it there by summertime, couldn't get there by Catalina, so that was our fault. And then these guys turned it around like way faster than we did. So it's where else can you order a boat and get it, someone's laying it up a few weeks later.
Have you been in one yet? You haven't been in one yet,
yeah,
right?
no, I was saying earlier, they were super generous, lent us a boat for
you got a demo
for Santa
the
Barbara.
demo boat?
Yes, for rig run last spring, we got second place. It was we got cooked by the Marina old guys, which is no shame there. They were super solid. And then we borrowed in one. Go ahead.
Did they have Brent steering?
Yep,
Brent,
they sure
was it
did.
Brent steering?
They sure did.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
Yeah. I mean, I can't use that as an excuse because I was steering too. So, I can't say like, hey, what are we gonna do? But then also Will and Judson jumped in with us at Gorge, and that we had a phenomenal run there. We got second by like 40 seconds to a Tahitian crew, like that we really had a shot at. But that it happens. So what's
your biggest takeaway from paddling the Malama?
From a steering standpoint, it's kind of fantastic. Actually, it's super user friendly. It tracks similarly to Matahina, if anyone's steered a Matahina, which kind of is on rails.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone who's steered that thing, especially in surf, knows that you can get so much more paddling input as a steersman, which is super critical. But it has a little more release. The Malolo is so friendly with paddling. If you can get if you're paddling as a steersman or Malolo, you're going fast, super fast. But the second you have to put input into it, corrections, like it feels it immediately, and the whole crew feels it when you're poking. I think the Malama is like kind of a nice happy medium, at least in my limited experience so far. That it tracks, like you can get a lot of strokes in. It's like a good V1, like sometimes you just need the release like in an easy section. Sometimes you need it to track, and sometimes you need something in the middle there. And I feel like the Malama is like so far has been like a really nice medium in there, which like I can paddle, I can steer it, and like it runs. So yeah, it's a successful design. I'm stoked on it.
Well, it would have been nice to have Will on to talk about that, but
he knows how I feel.
Like,
it's all good.
I gotta finish this canoe for Ben.
Yeah, it's all good. By March.
He actually just finished my third canoe, just so you know.
I know. That's
sorry.
It's all good, man.
Nothing flexible. So Okalani, you guys are gonna have Malama by next 6-man season. Then that's the plan.
That's the plan. It's sprayed up in the mold right now.
Is Okalani? Are you guys gonna go with the traditional red gunnels, white hull? What's the
Yeah, I think I think the plan is to go a little bit back to tradition there. Kind of get the red top. We've kind of, we've had a little here and there. We bought both. Actually, our Matahina is still named Castaways.
Yeah,
it's just taking on the name now. That's her whole name.
That's cool.
So she's still white. But yeah, we're going a little back traditional.
Ben, I got a question for you. So, given your expenditure into a Malama, how do you feel about your expenditure? That's a big word. How do you feel about
a new word?
I know.
English is not my first language, but I love the word expenditure.
We're expandifying all over this podcast right now.
You know what, guys? Just give me a little bit of like relief, okay? No. How do you feel about what that's going to do for you guys against some of the Bay Area clubs like the Kilohanas, I don't know who else is up there, the Petaluma guys,
as SF, we have got like a lot of talent around. Honestly, like what it does for me as a coach and a steersman is it kind of gives us more options. The goal when the unlimited class was voted in, I was actually down in SoCal at the time when that proposition was first raised, and the whole idea was that it would kind of inspire a lot of people to start designing stuff, garage builders, like, throwing new designs out there, to kind of create a more dynamic market and, more dynamic racing field. Because at the time it was all just like a series of single designs. It was Malias, then Bradleys, then Mirages, and like people would just cycle through like single designs. And
how long have you been paddling?
I started in '92, so
that's fine.
It's been a little
bit. Unlimited stuff came around in the 2004, 2003.
Well, that's when it was first kind of proposed, but it didn't actually kind of break through in SoCal until 2013, I believe. 2012,
13. So you've been in a position of ability to kind of make change, vote on stuff, this and that, whatever else. So you've been in that position for a long time. What's your takeaway from the progression of paddling sports in Southern California in the last 20 years?
It's gotten faster. I think in the last 20 years, the association down there has built itself up like greatly, and then pandemic kind of decimated everything for a while, and honestly the last couple of years going back down, because we have like our association is so much smaller. We might have 12 to 15 boats in an open men's race. So like for us to kind of test the waters more, we have to go down south, and you know, and for there to be like eight times as many entries, in that race, like it's just huge. SoCal's done a fantastic job of creating a better environment for people to try stuff. That perhaps that's the unlimited. Perhaps that's the fact that there's fantastic novice programs down there, fantastic kids programs. Yeah, it's. I think the association has done a great job of creating the environment to expand the sport.
I feel like the Bay is kind of pushing some limits in aspects for Southern California. We have kids programs. You guys have, your consolidated kids programs, whatever. But how do you guys put it all together? Because we, shoot, man, I don't know how to say it. We don't have a real good consolidation of kids and keikis down here. We just don't have it. Do you guys focus on that? Do you guys push that? How do you guys work it out?
It sure seems like it does from our perspective. Like, I mean, Joe knows what a small pond we have up here. We just have less people.
But you guys are strong. You guys are salty, strong fucking paddlers. I mean, sorry for the language, but I will say
your podcast.
I know it's my podcast or our podcast, but I do say that you guys are, I say this to Joe all the time. You guys have a chip on your shoulder. You guys are very, very salty, kind of like gritty paddlers.
Oh man, I think we're pretty. We got a jolly affect. I would like to think, but
I think you guys congratulate each other on the benefit of like paddling and doing the sport, right? Yeah. But I think you guys are a little bit more like gritty than we are here in Southern California. Southern California is soft. We're soft.
Can I jump in?
Wait, hold on, because Kala could say this for a second. He's paddled here. He knows. He's paddling in Hawaii. He's probably he knows. He's got enough experience. Am I wrong, Kala? What are you saying?
Well, Ben's claiming it's not too much colder up there, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it's a lot colder. Any place that it's cold and you choose to get on the water,
they're gritty.
You've got to have a certain amount of grit, and especially with the winds they got up there and the current and everything considered. I mean, it just lends itself to a more grit filled community. However, I can't speak to it directly because I've never really been up there and paddled with the folks there. I've paddled with folks from up there and who've paddled there, but I'm not as in touch. But I know from my experience with the Southern California teams and clubs, I mean, it kind of just depends on the individual. I wouldn't say that they're all, I could put them all under one umbrella, as soft, but
soft.
When you go as fast as Lana Kila does, you can't be soft. That's fast.
I think it depends
in any conditions.
On
they're fast. They're not.
I think it depends on what crew or what club you're talking about, because there's different club cultures within each club, and some adopt more of a recreational approach, and they're maybe the makeup is more elderly, or folks who are just the weekend warriors, and then you've got the clubs that are looking into competing with the best, and those clubs certainly you got to have a little more grit, and it attracts those people who are trying to compete and push themselves a little more. So I think it just depends. I think there's different cultures all up and down the coast that focus on different pillars. Every club usually that I've interacted with there has different groups of people, different leaders, and they all kind of run things a little bit differently, and they all have different mindsets for how to lead and different you know things they wanna. I think the word you were looking for is expound upon within their club and grow. Um, because um, not everybody might be right for a club like Lanakila. Some people just want to go cruise and they don't want to necessarily be doing Danny's insane workouts. But so there's a place for everybody, and I think it just depends where you're talking about in terms of club, because one club down the beach might be totally different than the club up the beach, and so it kind of just depends. But I mean, it'd be cool. I'd love to go up there and meet more of the clubs in the north, or I guess you guys are central, but
Not
and
that
just
central.
Yeah,
Yes,
after the Bay, it gets real
Sketchy.
it gets
Yeah.
real boonies for a long time until you get up to
Small clubs.
Portland, Seattle, guys, and that's real north. So
I see.
I don't like. That's why when Justin says King of the North, like, nah, dude, there's people way more north than that
Right.
Doesn't matter.
kick
You're the
some
king of the
serious
north.
butt.
You're the
So
king of the
it's all
north, there,
good.
McNeil. I'm sorry. That's the way it's gonna go.
No, but I will say, as far as like the hardcore status, I'm definitely being pushed by my young guys all the time now. It's kind of a rare opportunity I have. Is like, I don't feel that old, but I'm kind of old. Like, and I've got a young group of guys that are hungry, and these dudes are out there 4 mornings a week, 6 o'clock in the morning, and I was toes wet at 6:05 this morning, and boy was it cold this morning.
Yeah.
So no, it was all hands on deck as far as the booties and the warmies, but that's that's the club pushing itself, trying to get to the next level. We know we're not where we want to be individually and as a team. So hey, go out there and have some fun. And man, the sunrises are beautiful. So whether it's chilly or warm, just gear up and go.
All that to
Cool.
say, right? So I paddled in the Bay for 12, 13 years, right? I moved there from Evo Beach, Oahu, 18 years old. Coldest paddling I've ever done in my life. It all comes down to you got to, in the words of famous Uncle Nappy Napoleon, you just love to paddle. And
Yep.
and if you love to paddle, you're gonna paddle wherever you are. And for me, my perspective on it was I just love paddling so much that I was willing to shiver my balls off to train in that water, and you just adapt, right? That's what paddlers do. We just adapt to the conditions that we're paddling in, right? This is where we live. Okay, we gotta train in this water. And but I gotta say, of the years that I paddled there, paddling with San Francisco Outrigger. So San Francisco, so the Bay, right? We're closer to the Pacific Ocean. We're closer to the opening of the San Francisco Bay. It's even colder in San Francisco versus where Ben is in the East
100%.
Bay.
Yeah.
The water temperature is pretty much the same. The climate is slightly warmer where Ben is, but it's still freaking cold comparatively to what we have down here in Southern California and Hawaii for that matter. But I gotta say, so I had the luxury and the honor to paddle with Ben at SFO for a handful of years, and then he moved down to San Diego, and all of his wife was finishing up nursing school, and then they moved back. Ben is originally from the East Bay, from Alameda. When he moved back, he helped revamp Okalani Outrigger, and I gotta say, man, what he's done for that club in the last decade has been amazing. I mean, he has created this setting, this inclusive setting for paddlers, like any like whether if you're Okalani paddler, you're a Kilohana paddler, you're a SFO paddler, he's created this safe space, this inclusive space for people to just come together. I mean, his canoe club site is amazing, and for how and he knows this, like for how hard it is. You know, you guys touched on the grittiness. It's not easy paddling in the bay. Like paddling in the San Francisco Bay, there's no access points. It's gritty. It's challenging. But Ben at Okolani has created this access for paddlers, and I'm so glad that we get to go up there for the Va'a California series and showcase paddling in. That's why I always say do it for the bay, because it's a special place. It holds a pretty special place in my heart, and the likes of Ben McNeil, he definitely fits there, and I'm
Well,
so glad to
with the huge
reunite.
caveat that it was a gigantic group effort over that 10 years and also with the caveat that, I didn't have to revamp Okalani. Okalani raised me as a youngster, in a youth program. But yeah, we were super fortunate to get a great spot. We're hoping to show it off for everybody at the V1 series. We got a killer club site, which we're super blessed with, and we've been working hard on it. And yeah, it's basically creating an environment where paddlers can thrive, and the paddlers are kicking butt and pushing us every day. So, especially all of our young guys, like they've been putting in so much work that it's pushing me to keep my game up like nonstop every year. More so this year, more so every year. So yeah, we're excited to have everyone up there, and we'd like to show it off.
Sounds awesome,
The love
bro.
for paddling.
That's exciting.
Great.
A big part of it is the site, but then it's also about, building upon that. So it sounds exciting, bro.
Yeah, it's good times.
How do you feel, Kola? You want to come out and call a race with us in the bay?
Bro, I'd love to. I got a lot going on right now.
No, you
I'm gonna
don't.
be
Stop
recovering
lying, man.
well,
You're coming out to call a race with us. Let's just get it done.
I gotta come up with the money. That's all. And then
You don't have to do that.
'cause-
I'm gonna get
'cause
we're gonna
I
get our
gotta-
sponsors, Quick Blade, to fly you out for that.
hey, if somehow there's money that needs to be allocated somewhere and it somehow ends up in a plane flight for me, I'd be honored. But you don't need to go to those links. I'm sure there's somebody who can do it over there. But I got a wedding to save for, and I'm pinching pennies.
Hey,
So.
let's help you save for a wedding, bro. What's the deal? Talk to us.
I mean, it sucks if I don't want to get ahead of myself, but if there's any way you guys have funds, or I don't know how you guys how it's
How does
looking,
it work?
but
How does it work?
I'm not gonna turn it down. But at the same time,
Okay, bro.
that would definitely
be humble about it and tell us what you need.
That I don't know. We'd have to talk about it. We could talk about it
Oh my God!
now or later or whenever.
Okay. All right.
I'm sure people are interested to hear about other things.
No.
Besides that,
we can sort that out. Don't worry about it. We can sort that out.
But,
and then I'll figure out how to get you out here for California 2 up in the Bay. You can work with us up there. That'll be fun.
Okay.
And then get Ben McNeil, put us on a boat, and then we'll figure it out.
Right on, bro. Yeah, no, I mean, any excuse to come cruise with you guys would be awesome. It's just it would be less of an uphill battle if it'd be more of an uphill battle if I gotta fork out cash. So, but I don't want to expect or ask any of that either. So
you don't got to worry about that, bro. If we're inviting, we're gonna figure out how to cover it. I promise. Okay, bro. So you just settle down, handle your stuff, and Joe and I'll figure it out, huh, brother?
Well, Chucks, you guys are awesome, and don't stress too much about it. But if anything, I can jump on whatever. If you guys do something similar, I'd always love to participate and talk to you guys and support you guys too by jumping on here on the Braddahs, and Just any excuse to cruise, talk story, shoot the shit with the Braddahs is a good you know, I'll make it happen.
Yeah, just garbage talk for a little bit.
Yeah, yeah. But how's everything going in your guys' world, bruh?
Great.
Family's
Family's good. Kids are going wild, and I cannot ask for anything better. You know, they're challenging me every day,
Yeah,
and that's what they should do. So
yeah, good.
yeah, all good.
Same with you, brother Joe.
Yep, yeah. Fatherhood has been a blast. It's just learning every day with you know y- your little girl. Just the whole watching her development is like it's wild, and
Yeah,
it's so rewarding at the same time. And
yeah,
it's just a friendly reminder that life's pretty short. And that was the occasion of today's episode, was just that, just kind of reflecting on what we're thankful for. And it's been a great year. And I know Thanksgiving is tomorrow, and it makes it that much more special when you can see. I know you don't have kids yet, but I'm sure you'll be a great father someday. And you'll
The
know
best
when you know,
father.
man.
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah.
wow, yeah.
No, I look forward to it, and
um,
seeing how you guys parent and stuff always gets me hyped up, and just try to learn as much as I can. It certainly looks like one of the more difficult things life can provide, challenge wise, but one of the most rewarding at the same time. So,
Yeah.
um, but I'm happy for
yeah,
you, bro. I know being a new parent, from what I've heard, is not easy, but you know,
nah,
man, I'm so
yeah,
happy for you guys,
thank you.
I think it's only gonna get better too. Are you guys getting your full nights of sleep yet, or she still wake
No,
up sometimes?
but
Not
Bro,
yet.
nah, nah,
all
yeah.
I need is like 4 hours, bro. That's it.
Yeah,
I'm good.
I've kind of adapted to the 4 to 5 hour kind of sleep schedule. I mean, I've been up since 4 this morning, but
Oh,
it's
Ben
kind of
McNeil's
like,
back. Ben McNeil's back.
Sorry,
oh,
podcasting
nice.
kills one's phone battery.
Oh yeah,
Ben can probably chime in on this. Ben's a father himself, but like, man, being a dad is kind of, or just a parent. I mean, I guess I can't really speak for my wife, but just being a father is like, and watching your kid is it's like the purest form of joy. And I just think of, the best
And
thing I can kind of
frustration
compare
at the
it to.
same time. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, maybe I'm not there yet. I mean, yeah, there's times, but it's kind of like, I kind of think of paddling in your early years, where you're just so bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, and it's like any new thing with paddling is just this big revelation. And it's like, man, and then just the feeling of catching a wave for the first time on a canoe. You're like, oh wow, oh, that was so cool. And then I kind of compare that to watching your kid, pull herself up and just kind of like look around. She's not walking yet, but just those kind of baby steps. And it's just
I'm close to it.
that, but like that pure form of joy. I just kind of, it's hard to remember the last time I had it. And I think the best memory that I can think of is just paddling at a young age, where there's just no agenda. You're not really, training. I mean, I guess you're training for things that are races as a kid, but it's just that feeling when you're with your bradas, and you're just, or or just on a one man on a wave, or it's just, I don't know. There's times where I catch myself. It's like, this is so, I don't know. It's so exuberating. It's
Yeah.
it's different.
Now,
You
being a
know.
parent's pretty
So
awesome, man. And congrats to that
Jay,
for
how old
sure.
is Jay now, babe? Like what, 14?
He's 13, dude. He's gonna
Jeez.
be he's in 8th grade. He's gonna be a freshman next year. I was
Holy shit.
yeah, I just told him today, actually. He was trying to distract me about probably going to bed, because we have to actually catch a flight at 7 in the morning tomorrow. But
Oh, where are you guys
All right.
heading?
SoCal. We're going to flying into Long Beach tomorrow morning early. So got some family Thanksgiving action in Seal Beach. Yeah, we're going to go down to Encinitas for Thanksgiving, but we're flying into Seal Beach. So
Oh, nice. Well, dude,
yeah,
come
might do a
through.
little.
Mallory. Let me know when you're here, man. Like Mallory is traveling, so I'm riding. I'm hanging out with her Ohana this for tomorrow, but I'm here all weekend, so let me know.
Shoot, yeah, I might
Stop by.
be trying to paddle with the Hano Hano sweats on Friday, so we'll see how that goes.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we'll see it. We'll see how hyped up they are and how much juice I have for Friday. But
Yeah.
yeah, hope we get down with the Guillaume and those guys.
From what I'm hearing, everybody's hyped. So
Yeah,
that's cool. I
man.
think it's gonna be a pretty competitive OC1 season down here in Southern California.
It's awesome. I love it. Like, you know,
Yeah.
you were asking me earlier about how we feel as an Okalani team, and you know, we felt pretty darn good this last year, and you know, like going down to Catalina, we felt like strong, put forth a
Yeah.
good effort, had like zero errors, had like a really good clean race, and damn, everyone was fast. Like that same crew, like I mean, you know how it was. Like we've been in some crews with SFO that we finished in the top, you know, 6, 7, whatever in Catalina before. Like, yeah, that crew I was in last year would have mopped those teams, and like,
It's
damn, we were
wild,
like,
right?
we got like freaking like 8th, like holy mackerel.
Yeah,
Everyone's
yeah.
super strong, like it's
Yeah.
fantastic. It's awesome. Like,
Everyone's pushing right now. Yeah, it's
and
different.
that was
You
in
got
a
like
year where
3
people were
in a row.
saying like, hey, maybe there's not that many Tahitian teams at Catalina this year. It's going to be a low year. Like, no, the competition was super high. So it's fantastic.
Yeah. No. Yeah, no,
Shucks,
it's
guys,
everyone's pushing.
I got a halele, but thanks for having me on, and it's good to see you guys and
Yeah,
hear
happy
some
Thanksgiving,
stories.
Kalama.
And yeah, I'm still
Yep.
keep it running, bro. This is a super cool thing you guys got going, and always rooting for you guys, and stoked to be a part of it, and supporting you guys and supporting Va, even though I can't paddle myself, talk about it, but miss you guys, and yeah, like I said, just keep doing it, keep paddling, and supporting the community, and yeah, you guys do a really good job of keeping everybody informed. So mahalo.
We got a roll for you, brother. Don't worry.
Right on.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, happy
Cool.
Thanksgiving to you and
All right,
yours.
You too,
Happy
bro.
All the best
Thanksgiving.
to you all.
Yep.
Love you, brothers.
Guys,
Take
you have a
care.
good
Love
Aloha.
you guys too. Love you, brother. Yep. Aloha.
all right.
All right, Ben. Okay, so you're the last of the Jedi here.
Well, I was the last one to show up too, so sorry about that.
No, wait. We got someone else coming in. Wait. Oh no, Kevin Olds. Can you hear me? No, Kevin
I
Olds
thought I
cannot
saw him
hear
pop
me.
on earlier.
Tried to, but I cannot get him. Yeah.
It's a new
All right.
format for me. I didn't really realize the little toggles and stuff that you have to put on there. So
Bunch of bullshit.
Well, it's new for me too, Ben. I'm in my garage right now, and I set up an internet booster, but my connection's not the best, so I've been kind of spotty all night. So, you know,
I'm in my
what are
basement,
we gonna do?
but it's a nice basement, so there's that.
Yeah. But
Well,
yeah,
you
you
have
know,
the
when
world domination map behind you for sure.
Yeah. No,
Good one.
my mom worked in elementary schools for 30 years, and so turns out when
You got
the map
awesome maps.
when the maps go out of date and there's like I don't even want to know what kind of political boundaries are not
is that
no
a
longer
USSR document back there
yeah,
behind
like
you?
what's that?
Is that USSR in the background?
100%. Yes, that's there's definitely
Yeah.
USSR
You
up
know,
there.
you know, Ben, you call Ben King of the North. He's working on his world domination, King of the
That's
Northern
what I said.
Hemisphere.
That's what I said earlier.
Yeah, you know, King of the Northern
He's got the
Hemisphere.
map of dominating the world up there. Yeah, for
No,
sure.
it turns out they make like great like shoji screens. You can like pull these old elementary school maps down and like make like little barriers and like
Yeah.
create some little space in a room. So
Hey, we were talking V1s earlier. Do you still have your Kaiva?
I
That
do.
sweet
Yes.
gray. So Justin, when I was repping for Kamano Composites, Ben's
Yeah.
Kaiva is the first Kaiva to touch down in California, and that
Yeah.
thing is gorgeous.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like probably like what, 18 pounds, super light, right?
I had them build it up kind of with the team layup, and Kizo's
Yeah.
like he's always like trying to like, hey, maybe think about more weight, more durability. I'm like, I want to race it, and I kind of don't regret it, even though the first time I raced it was the Benicia race. I was racing you and I would say I think it was Robbie, up
Magus.
Robbie Robese, and
yeah.
and we were trying to go up around the Benicia bridge, and I cut inside, and I had a genius line. I was catching up to you guys, and yeah, I got a nice little gouge in the bottom of it right off the bat. But no, it's a gorgeous boat. I really hope that Kamanu starts to pump out some V1s pretty soon, because it's
Yeah, they were the
Well,
Snapchat,
Kamana's problem is, how do you get them here to the United States? Logistics is their biggest problem.
Once we started moving to containers, it's been so much better. Joe knows, like, ruh-roh.
Oh, sorry. Hold on. I'm coming down. There we go.
As Joe knows, like, back in the day, it was super reliable to be able to ship a boat from Hawaii to California just in a crate, and it would show up here, like, just put Fragile on it, no problem. It would get to where it needed to go, and then
just cross the fingers.
Man, like, I think it was a pandemic thing. I don't know, but like 2019, 2020, it was a 50-50 chance it would show up in pieces. Like not even like damaged, not like a dent, but like freaking pieces.
Right.
So, and it happened with all the manufacturers. I know, like, a couple of the Tahuritawa boats showed up in Long Beach basically gravel, So, now it's like you got to pack it yourself. You got to put it in a container with your own saddles. It's kind of what Ozone's been doing the whole time, with like way higher volume, obviously.
Yeah.
So now, like, a smaller volume boutique company like Kamanu's got to, like, all right, well, we have to develop enough like orders to make it make sense to like ship a reliable. But now it's like it's rock solid. We've never had a single bit of damage since we've been shipping containered.
That's good. Yep.
Yeah.
I just wanted to blame something on Corey Simpson, but I guess we can do that next time.
No, he's out. He's probably up. He only has a couple kids.
Real quick, you remember Nick Ingebretson?
Yes, sir.
He just had his second kid.
Oh, dang.
His daughter.
Woo.
And his daughter and my daughter, they have the same birthday. Exactly a year apart.
Awesome.
Isn't that cool?
Get him on the water.
I know.
He
texted me today. He was like,
Okay.
"Hey, is there like a master schedule for the OC1 race series?" I was like, I know, but I was kind of thinking I should try to find that for him, because
master or masters,
right?
He's not there yet.
Just a race schedule. Like, shoot, man, get that guy consistently racing. That guy's dangerous. So that'd be cool.
I actually, last week, speaking of NorCal paddling getting pretty thick, we had probably 35 dudes on the water out of Okalani weekend before
huge.
last.
That's a big group.
Including your boys, Dan Hammer and Mike Litter, showed up out there, and it was awesome to have those guys out. Well, one, Dan is still a freaking beast. Like, he's still fast.
Yeah.
So expect him to be really tough at that V1 race. I think he's going to be ready for action.
Yeah, he's so hit or miss though, Hammers. You get him on a good day, like I got him on a really good day when we did Wild Buffalo and we got 4th overall. right?
Yeah.
And everyone was like, "Wait, was your really partner really his last name was Hammer?" I was like, "Yeah."
Yes, he
Um,
does. Yes, he does.
but then sometimes, bro, like that guy like rigs his canoe wrong or something. You know what I mean? Like Hammer is just like so hit or miss.
Well,
And
we're
but
trying to get him dialed up. He kind of runs solo. He does his own thing. He trains a
yep,
ton.
yep.
He's like in mega shape, and he came out a couple
Mhm.
times. So we got a youngster, Finn Martin, who's
Yeah, oh yeah.
but he's going to
Paul's
be
son, right?
really hard to beat this year. Really hard to beat.
Interesting.
Like, I
And
mean,
he's got Paul's
everywhere.
length, right? He's probably
Yes,
still growing.
he's got it all.
Yeah.
So, and he's been training his butt off. So he's going to be really, really hard to beat this year. I mean, no one in our club can. Maybe Davin here and there. Maybe Capoose here and there. It's a battle.
But,
Man, they're pushing each
yeah.
other like to the bit.
All right.
And he's
And he's
18.
like what? 18? Shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
18.
Yeah.
So
No,
he's a
it's
monster.
over.
Um,
That's great.
but so Dan showed up one day, and I thought he was just going to come battle with us, and I think he saw Joseph out there and Finn, and was like, oh wait, when are you guys paddling? Like, I need to get in on that action.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds like
So
fun. Hammer's
so
kinda
hopefully we get him.
He's like a silent killer.
Yeah,
he's just
yeah.
so good. Yeah.
So yeah, and hopefully we'll get your boy Litter out there too. He's 50 now, so he's getting that senior master. He's feeling that itch to like crush some other old guys.
Yeah, he's an empty nester. His kids are off to college.
That's what he said.
For him though,
Okay, wait. So no doubt you guys in the Bay have the sand.
What's that now?
I'm just talking about like Capoose and those guys, like all those guys. They've got the sand. They're strong paddlers. They showed up really well here in Southern California. What's gonna set them apart in the Bay on race 2 from the guys that the normal guys that show up to race?
Local knowledge.
Yeah.
Local knowledge. Capital N.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. So how does that calculate out to those guys winning a race?
I mean,
well, okay, so sorry, Ben. Can I?
Yeah. Go. You know what I was gonna say, so you say it.
Okay, so in Southern California, right? Everyone is so quick to jump on someone's slipstream.
Okay.
Paddlers in the Bay, we don't. I mean, you draft because like, okay, I'm gonna sit on this person because we're going up current. But the really good ones know that, okay, as soon as I hit a certain point, the current's gonna switch, and I'm gonna go this way, and that person probably thinks I'm gonna go that way. And so there's that level of technical kind of course knowledge where in Southern California, it's speed focus and just kind of following the person in front of you. But because the currents are so strong, you got to know when to make the right move at the right time. So, Ben's basically got course control for race 2 for Vol California series. So if I'm Ben, I would set up to where, hey, yeah, we're gonna hit this landmark. There's gonna be that left turn, and then we're gonna hit that landmark, and there's gonna be that right turn. So that's kind of
as you well know, the Bay's chaotic AF. So like, as much as we've been out there, like, man, every different day can be super different, and if the wind is like slightly different than a normal, like, man, it'll throw everything off. So it's definitely dynamic as heck.
If this Malolo is a buoy, right, and you got to start here, right? You're starting here. You're not necessarily aiming for the buoy. Sometimes you got to aim for
never aim for the buoy.
Never aim for the buoy. You aim for the A that brings you to the buoy. And
exactly.
not a lot of paddlers in Southern California think that way. They just think, I'm going to aim for the person in front of me, or I'm just going to follow the person in front of me. Where you got to kind of know, you got to have course understanding.
Yeah, or understand, hey, that guy ain't going the right way. you know, like this
or
is not
that
going to
too,
work
yeah.
out. So I got
Yeah.
I got to go there, no matter how much draft you can get. Like, yeah, no, like there's going to be a lot of opportunity for that. I think this course is like whatever course it ends up being, because again, you know, conditions are going to dictate a lot of what we can do. But I mean, what we're hoping to do is, yeah, it should be pretty dynamic.
And what's great is it's going to be dynamic, but it's also going to be very scenic for us
Oh
for
yeah,
the
yeah,
shot,
definitely.
right? We're gonna have a lot of where Alameda sits. It's in the East Bay, so a lot of the shots are going to be towards San Francisco.
Yeah.
So we'll have the skyline in the backdrop. So that's going to be so beautiful.
Yeah, our side is like, you know, it's chill. It's kind of, you know, it's on the east part of the bay. Like we're in a like not the most scenic spot, but as soon as you get out of the rock wall, yeah, you're right in it. And you know, we're gonna try to maximize all of that stuff.
It's going to be great.
I love it. Just smash the competition early on. Just take them into the deep end, bury them, and let them have at it.
Yeah, I mean that can work.
Yeah.
Joe, you paddling? What's up? Come
No,
on, bro.
I'm calling. Although if Kala is coming to call it, maybe and
I'll
he's
get you
injured. Maybe
I'll get you a V1. We can get you a V1. Come on now.
maybe yeah. That'd be interesting. You know, I just got one. I just got
What you get?
a Tehuti.
Yeah.
Yeah, tight. So we haven't actually seen either of Danny's boat or the new one the new Tuturitawa up in the bay yet. So like hopefully we get one up there before that race. Would love to give it a what's your take on the difference between the Tahitian version and the
I
404?
haven't tried the production one, but from what I'm hearing with the production,
I'll tell you.
it's super stiff. That's what I'm hearing.
Okay.
So
yeah,
I'll tell you. So, having had access to both, I haven't paddled either. Doesn't matter. But when you put your hands on both canoes,
there you go.
okay. So when you put your hands on both canoes, you can see that the new ones out of Portugal there's no compression on those canoes. They're super stiff, ridiculously stiff. So the Tahiti ones are light and they're fat. They're light and they're, you know, however they build them, lightweight, whatever, light layup. But the Portugal ones have no compression. They are, I think every stroke you put in, that canoe is translating that into the water. And it's not the lightest, I don't think, because
I don't think it's what they're going for. Yeah.
right, I don't think so either. But I just think that the connection between the two, I feel like is the ones out of Portugal are pretty. I think they're pretty good.
Right. Yeah. Like I'd love to see some people racing them.
Yeah.
So hopefully we'll get a little group. You know, we again up here our little community's, you know, small but competitive, but we only have who we have. We only have the boats that we have. So it'd be fun to get, you know, well, it'd be fun to go race down south. You know, where I think you know, we'll have a group going down for the first race for sure. In what is it? January 3rd. Are you guys covering that?
Oh, the first one, January 3rd. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. We should have a group going down for that, and then probably for Hano Hano too. I think you know, a bunch of people going down, and I'm sure a number of people will be doing V1 after the nightmarish kelp fest that Hano Hano was last year. I don't think anyone wants to have a freaking rudder on their boat again. That was bruh. I was swimming. I was swimming more often than I was paddling for that race. I was in kelp soup. So, yeah, should be really awesome to see all the different people and all the different boats that are out there this year.
Yep, looking forward to it.
We got some Canada people watching right now too. I feel like they should just call in and start talking. But
you guys, I gotta go moi, man. I've been up since 4.
Done,
Ben's got a flight to catch tomorrow morning.
I was up at 5:30 to make a 6 o'clock practice this morning on the water, and
Nice.
yeah, now I got to make a freaking 7 o'clock flight tomorrow, and
Yeah.
that's not my normal schedule.
Where are
Speaking
you
of
going
not
tomorrow?
normal,
Where are you going tomorrow, Ben?
Long Beach,
Oh.
yeah, coming down south. So just a quick trip, just Thursday to we're flying out Saturday, so just a little quick hitter, but hopefully we'll get a
Family Thanksgiving, or what are you doing?
family Thanksgiving in Encinitas, and then
Jesus Christ, you're flying into Long Beach. You're going to drive to Encinitas?
yeah, family,
Ugh.
picking up the fam, going down south, gonna have a good time, and then hopefully I don't know how the weather's gonna be down there, but it should be nice. And
nice, yeah. It
Yeah,
was hot today. I was like, whoa, this weather is. We got a little heat wave.
Yep. So hope
Very
to get a little
hot.
training in on Friday. Nice little dinner party with some San Diego friends on Friday night, and yeah, fly back out and get ready for the holidays.
All right. Well, you know what? Thank you to the King of the North for joining into us. And
Sorry I was late, guys.
no, you're right on time. Actually, worked out
Jumped on.
perfect. Yeah. And Joe, how do you feel, brother? Everything good?
Yeah, just thankful for you, for Ben,
Yep.
for our audience. All three of you for watching us tonight. And looking forward to 2026. Hopefully, I'm sure we'll jump on before that.
Yeah.
Maybe during like the Christmas month or Christmas holiday.
Yep. We got
But
stuff
yeah,
to talk about next month for sure.
It's been a great year. We got some exciting things to look forward to. And hopefully we can kind of make those announcements soon. But more to come there for sure.
Yep.
And but yeah, just thankful. A lot of positive takeaways from 2025, and we got a lot of fun things heading into 2026. So
Yep.
Same.
Okay, Braddahs.
All right.
Love you guys. Aloha, and we'll see you guys
night.
after Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving.
All right. Night.
Right.
Right on. Yee.